You guys can hear me, right? I have to make sure it's all good. We're just gonna turn on the music for today, and I'm gonna mute myself in Discord. So, Christian today, everybody. This is exciting. I haven't done a reaction stream before. I think this is Baxy's first time too, so he's watching through my Discord right now. So if he asks me to pause the episode, then I will. But this is gonna be like 40 minutes long, just so you know. There's a lot of history going on with this guy since I think
Anyway,
2004 was like where he was
wow.
really prominent on the internet
that?
to like current day.
Oh, Tiger! What the f-
What just happened to Baxy?
Tiger! A tiger! No. No.
Ooh, you're gonna have like a fun
Oh my
talk
God, I
with
love
her,
you so much,
Judgy.
Tiger. Oh, who the homo? The fuck?
Yeah. This
Thank you
is
so much. Oh my
BAXYVT. Do you
God.
want a link to his channel?
Thank you so much for that, Tiger. Holy shit. I'm
Oops,
kind
I
of
keep
speechless right now. Thank you
butchering
so much.
myself today when I type.
Oh my God. Okay, let me stop
Wait,
leaking my
yeah,
DMs.
this is my woofle buddy, Baxy.
Hello, it's me, Baxy. Thank you so much, Tiger. Oh my God. Oh, sorry, the code thing doesn't work.
Oh
Finn,
my
can you show
goodness,
yourself?
Drudgy. Twice! How you doing, Twice? How's work today?
Bro, Tiger just gifted 10 subs.
Congrats, Baxy.
I love you, Tiger.
Tiger, awesome.
I know. I'm gonna smooch you, Tiger. I'm not a fool, Finn. Show yourself in chat so Evie can follow you, maybe.
Oh, okay. I was confused for a moment. Bungo's binted?
There's pink
It's
hair,
too late. Thank you for the follow, Evie. But Bexy, just tell me when you're ready and I shall start it.
I mean, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, well actually maybe I should shrink myself for you guys because I'm big. I'll be a small bean today.
I'm gonna be a big bean because I'm always big.
I'll put it on full screen.
I can't wink with this model. Right.
Ooh, the night shift. Okay, so you're relaxing today?
No, that's the wrong one. Wait.
Just tell me how you guys feel with the sound and I'll fix it up. But for now, we're gonna keep it high to see how it goes. Yes, I am a Sonic fan.
Mr. Sonic Man. I don't know what
it is. Mr. Sonic Man?
Sorry, Mrs. I don't know, okay? I'm in the dark here, Finn. You're educating me, remember?
It's okay. My Discord called me grandma earlier.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm officially a grandma today.
Are you?
Apparently. I think the person who said it is older than me too. Yeah, we're doing it today, Twice.
Today is the day I find out what this
Christian is.
This little goober.
This
unknown individual. Come on, Finn. Let's get this show on the
That's
road.
that's true, Dakota. Okay.
Bro, where is my lip balm? I don't know. Oh, it's there.
Let you just
Top
ask
10 is
where's your
made for
nipple for a second.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, and dudes of all teenagers, as well as the gals.
Let's
My name is
go.
Christian Chandler. I am here, and y'all are there.
Christian.
If you need some sleep, go get some, okay?
Don't sleep. You don't want to miss this, trust me.
Arguably the most documented person in history.
I haven't, but I'll go check it out, alright? Like
His
after
antics have
stream
been
though.
witnessed by millions, with
See,
many always
his
keeping a
shut up,
close eye on him.
Yeah, guys, that's the Sonic Chew
Waiting to see what he
medallion.
does next.
One of the rarest items in the world.
Because all you do is make me feel sad and depressed.
Is this
He
the-
should love his mother.
Santa
She
Claus?
misses him.
Oh dang, Baxy, I need to turn you up.
You sure?
Say something?
Hello. We're
Hello?
live on the internet. What do you want? Mom, hello.
Yeah, I
I
need
love
to
the
turn this
women.
down, I think.
Outside?
Say something again?
Do not
Hello,
hate.
my name is
It
Boxy.
is not so good.
I think that's a little bit better, yeah.
You just fall.
He might have. Big roar. Alright, bet Evie.
I want everything about
Hello.
house off the internet.
Remember, are you gonna watch Christian today with us?
What? I'm asked to shake. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah, whatever.
This is a Rainbow Dash show. Oh wow, he's progressed. Oh, sorry, she.
Yeah, this is like over the years. These are just clips
What
from the
made him
years.
this way?
What's up? How you
What
doing,
is the
Love Flow?
attraction? What keeps us
I
fascinated?
saw that. You sent me that.
Yeah.
This is the story of Christian.
I think that was from when he won a Sonic Award. Hobo!
Well, this sounds so sad.
Wait. Can I like pause this really quick? Hobo, is it okay if he's allowed to come into the Discord? Because he is truly a
Hobo?
CHRISTORY
Oh, yeah.
historian.
I've seen Hobo before, this is true.
Okay, Hobo, I'm gonna invite you to this private call
It's no use!
if you
This
want to join in.
exclusive Christian. Cool.
I think I need to add you as a friend if you're up for it. What a perfect screen to pause on. Kage!
Oh yeah, by the way, Finn, Eevee does
Oh, no.
like Sonic as well, so you know.
Great. We can bond over Sonic together then.
They draw a very good Sonic. Very good.
Ooh. Okay. Hold on. Send friend request to Hobo. Oh, okay. Next time. Then we'll continue.
I mean, we have 69 episodes to go. So
Yeah, the
there's plenty
legendary
of time.
69.
That's
but-
why I'm here, of course.
Hold on. How you doing, Kage? I'm just making sure I go over everything before we start.
Yeah, it's true.
Still,
Let me,
you're on
whilst we're doing this,
68.
I might as
Wow.
well edit my avatar a bit.
I hope you're having a lovely day, love. And Bill Trapper. Never read any
Mouth
message.
open.
Okay. I think we're ready then. Sorry.
There we go.
And that's fine, Jirachi.
Christopher Weston
But
Chandler
this is more
was
than
born
Sonic,
on February
technically. This is
24th,
Christian.
1982, in Charlottesville, Virginia, to parents Bob, aged
And it,
54,
Bexy,
and
it is a
Barbara,
little bit of a
40.
sad documentary.
Bob
I
had
can
worked
tell
in
by
the
the music.
engineering field for Western Electric and later General Electric. The family held Bob's life accomplishments
right,
very proudly,
Hobo?
as he had at least 7 patents to his name, including mechanisms used in the production of Kleenex and
Legit
molding of
smiling,
plastic water
'cause
containers.
People
Oh,
ride.
Bob was very
Hello.
world conscious and was an avid collector of stamps since a very
I know,
young
Tiger's
age.
here. See,
Later in
it's
life,
Tiger.
he
Tiger's
developed
amazing.
a
We
love
love
for
Tiger.
music, especially foreign music.
Of all the homo.
He eventually amassed a collection of over 10,000 vinyl records. He had a son and daughter from a previous marriage. the relationships with whom were strained to say the
Oh
least.
man, Evie, I'm jealous.
Barbara
I
was the
haven't been able to
secretary with
play that
Virginia
game
Power.
yet.
She had a habit
Sonic
of hoarding her
Frontiers,
belongings
assuming.
and was an emotionally
Yeah,
abusive
Sonic
person, which
Frontiers.
convinced her then 17-year-old son, Cole Smithy, to seek independence and live life on his own. So when Chris came along, Bob and Barb got a chance to start anew. The new family started their new life in their humble Ruckersville home. Chris later claimed that at around 2 months of age, he uttered his first word.
Yes, Sam, it is the
Monkey.
Chris Chad stuff.
It
Monkey!
didn't take long for the parents to see that Chris wasn't quite like most
Monkey.
other babies. The first signs of his autism could be witnessed in 1983.
It's good to see Sam.
Despite
How are
his
you
It
doing?
condition being
seriously is
congenital,
twice.
he had
Sorry, I
stated that his
missed, the
autism was
majority of
brought
his
about
emails,
by
though.
one particularly
Space. I didn't
traumatic
wanna be there.
event when he was 18
I was
months
having
old.
some family issues,
A
sadly.
babysitter named Roach, or Roach, would look after baby Christopher whenever his parents would go out in the evenings.
Got such
One of
really
these
cute
nights,
baby
Chris
pictures though.
inadvertently infuriated her, and she
Why is
locked
it when I
him
say,
in
oh
a
my
room
god,
filled
just
with
opens his
toys,
mouth,
in the dark,
wait.
alone. This would prove so traumatic that he refused to speak for the next 6 years. Even though he sees this event as the source of all his troubles, he does not blame his parents for keeping Roach as his babysitter, for they did not know better.
Oh my goodness.
Despite living out his childhood as a
Yeah.
newt, Chris was anything but quiet. He confessed later on in life that he screeched often and was very troublesome to his parents. In
Whoa.
1985, the Hammer household moved into the neighborhood. The Hammers and the Chandlers struck up a cordial relationship, which led to Chris forming a bond with the Hammer's daughter, Sarah. Looking back, Chris considered her to be his closest
Isn't
childhood
it
friend,
beautiful?
and that she
That
greatly
is.
helped him with his autism. However, from what is known of their relationship, it is also likely that she took advantage of Chris's innocence
What do you
and
mean
trust,
stop?
and maybe seen
Hammer
more
time.
as a
Oh,
bully
and
than a
you,
friend.
I swear.
For example,
Aw.
she once told him that Casper the Friendly Ghost was hiding under her house.
Oh, wait a
Naturally,
minute, I know what's
Chris
happening.
crawled into the Hammer's crawl space to find
I
him,
know what's
only to
happening.
find spiderwebs, bugs, and dirt instead. Sarah locked him in. After about half an hour, her dad came to his rescue. On another
Put on
occasion, she
two,
told
maybe.
Chris that if he were to eat the upper thing of a
There we go.
honeysuckle, it would taste like honey. This is a reference to the berries of
Oh,
a
Evie,
honeysuckle,
that's very
which can be
sweet of
severely
you.
harmful if
And Blob
ingested
in here with the
large
balls.
doses.
Hell yeah. It's good to see you two.
Fortunately,
How are
their
you guys
parents
today?
told them of the dangers of doing so before Chris
Do you
Same,
love my mustache,
Bobo.
by the way?
Sarah's wish.
Do you love my mustache? You better.
At the age of 5, Chris began studying at Greene County Primary School
Guys,
together
you
with
saw the
Sarah.
legendary Sonic tree
It
right
is
there?
not known how he was treated here.
Over
or
each
how he
eye.
got
Okay,
along with the
I got
other
you on you.
kids.
I got you. If you
In
stick
addition
around,
to
if you
taking
lurk,
regular classes
I will
at
give you
the
that.
primary school, he received language
Better
training
before, but-
at James Madison University. In 1987, in a lengthy letter addressed to Chris, dated December 26th, Bob offered his outlook
Do
on
you think
life
I should
and
fix the
presented some
sound a
life
bit more?
advice for his son.
Hmm?
There are many sides to a mountain. and
Drachi
many
says
ways
he
to
can't
climb
hear
it.
us when we all talk.
Stop. Back off.
We
regroup,
can up it if you
and
want.
try another way. If you are still not successful,
No, I'm just sitting down my
yeah,
model.
okay.
No, it was perfect.
if it is meant to be, having it on the back burner
What can I
simmering
do? I
for
think
a
I
while
have to just
is
be
not
closer to
bad.
the mic,
It will
honestly.
pop up again, and the way to attain it will be there. Everything in its time.
I can't hear the video when you talk. Okay. Then video goes up.
Your mother and I
Can you hear
have
better?
done our best for you, and in return,
Oh,
we
it's
expect
lagging.
at least that from you, for yourself and your children. He also expressed wishes for his son to
Is that
inherit
better?
and hold
Oh,
dearly
thank you, Ruby.
his vast
Oh,
collection
thank you
of
for that.
music, movies, stamps, and
Oh no, we will miss
artworks.
that, you. We want that back.
He reminisced about the
Come back.
straight razor which
Right
he
now.
inherited
Okay,
from his
good.
grandfather, which he carelessly
If you
broke
didn't
Also,
know,
he
while
and he's
Kasha-
coming
using
back
it as a
on the
screwdriver.
1st of December.
Bob
You better
still
be
held
there.
onto that broken razor his entire life because his grandfather wanted
If you
him to
guys
have it.
want,
Bob
I could turn on the subtitles, but I might have to shorten the screen so you guys can actually see what they're saying. Also, hey Air, thank you for the hydrate. Ugh.
hoped
We
that
want
Chris
emotes
would
also,
share his
that's
father's
dope.
sentiment.
You
I
want
hope
your
that you will not
yes.
carelessly misuse,
Yes.
waste, or destroy the value of the many
drinking.
things I
Better.
have collected for you. First, learn all about them, how to use them and enjoy them, their value, and how you can thoughtlessly waste their
Yeah,
value.
just
Then enjoy
go slowly
them as
into
I
that. You
have.
don't like push
For
yourself.
example, my very good stamp collection, or all the recorded popular music on cassette tape, VCR tapes, and records. My books on popular music, movies, entertainers, musical theater, ship models, my daylilies, gazebo, and dreams. This letter offers an insight into Bob's character, as he feared that all he had accomplished over the course of his life may be lost.
Sadly.
In 1989, during a weekly trip to the toy store with his mother, Chris picked up a GoBot up on display and slowly started
Okay,
to
I
read
got you,
out the
I got you.
text on the package, ending his
I got
6
you,
years
Harry.
of silence. Later that same year, Bob and Chris converted the shed in their backyard into a workshop, christening it the Dreaming Studio. Bob had hoped that he and his son would build things together there. He even commemorated the space with a plaque, Dreaming Studio of Mr. C
Hi,
and Little C,
Anu.
where dreams do come true.
How are you?
However, when asked about it, Chris could not recall what, if anything, had been built there. It was instead mostly used by Barbara for storage. For Christmas of that year, he got
Oh,
a
you have the
Nintendo
GoBot
Game
on
Boy.
the thing of the story.
This was also the year that the family got Patty Chandler, a Beagle Spitz mix, which they picked up as a pup from their Aunt Karina. Chris grew very
Aw.
attached to the dog, displaying a fondness
still
and
very,
arguably
very
a love
cozy.
rarely
Oh, wait,
shown
unless
for
you're talking to
anything
Anu.
or anyone else in his life. In 1990, Bob co-hosted a jazz marathon on WTJU radio. During the program, he displayed his keen knowledge on 20s
Oh my
and
gosh,
30s
Baxy, I
jazz
see your
music.
face.
Okay, now we go
Leave my
on to
face
performance
alone.
number
It's
2,
beautiful.
which is Tight Like That. This is November the
This is
9th,
requested
1928, with
by
Chicago
Anu.
personnel, Tampa Red's Hokum Jug Band. There's a great group of Chicago musicians featuring kazoo, guitar, and jug by Hudson Whitaker.
By the way, this is like
Tampa
going
Red's
through a
guitar,
huge setup
Thomas
before
A.
it gets
Dorsey
to
is
the
on the
really
piano and the washboard.
big stuff.
Frankie Halfpipe Jackson. Vocals interact to make this
I
a
mean,
great
yeah, I'm
session.
assuming it's talking about his
Listen for
dad.
some very
Like,
good kazoo and jugs, and notice how Half-Pint
Oh,
Jackson
stream
laughs
mode.
like scat
That's really
singing.
annoying.
Very unusual.
One question.
1990 also
Give
marked
me the question, Anu. Come on. No, not you, Finn.
Oh,
the
okay,
last year
okay.
of Chris's tenure
Anu's
at
asking a
Greene County
question.
Primary School. For his 4th grade
Sonic.
studies, he transferred to Nathaniel Greene Elementary School.
We are
It
watching
was
Great.
here where
Finn.
he allegedly
Finn,
had
what are we
very
watching?
distressing experiences.
Christian
He asserts that the
documentary.
staff at the
Chad.
school
A Chris
didn't know how
Chad
to handle
documentary.
autistic children and treated him
We're
cruelly.
listening
I
to
don't know
some
what-
Chris
Christory.
contends that 5 members of
Is a
staff
Christory.
abused him by
Thanks,
pinning him down
Air.
to the
Get
ground,
outta here,
holding his
dude.
wrists and ankles, and audio taping his cries. Furthermore, he claimed that the
What?
principal
Sweet
forced him
Jesus.
to sit on his
That's
lap
messed
and said
up.
offensive things to him.
I don't know who Chris
But
Chad
old
is,
Christopher
so
resisted,
this is
and
new
the
to me.
advances never went further than that. The principal is also claimed to be gay, which Chris feels justifies his homophobia. I was abused by one, a homosexual principal
Okay,
at my
Eerie,
elementary
good
school,
luck.
slapped me on his lap, said some offensive things to me, and I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'll have to read
Even
it
though
after
Chris's
stream.
accounts of the events could not be
Sorry,
verified,
but thank you.
it is also not unlikely that an event like this could have taken place. Though Chris never specified the reasoning behind their attacks, nor did he state whether him being restrained and being assaulted by the principal were separate or related events, it is possible that he may have been restrained and verbally abused as a form of disciplinary action,
That
and
is
even
kinda
placed
sad.
in a
It
scream room,
is, like,
which
this
was a
is-
fairly common school
this is why, like,
installation
his
for dealing
beginning
with
life
autistic
is
children up
not
until the
helpful for his
mid-1990s.
future.
Whatever
Yeah, I
event
mean, this is the
transpired,
case of
it
quite a few
forced Chris's
people, I
parents
think.
to take him away from Nathaniel Greene Elementary School. To further things, they took the case to Greene County Court. After the school board threatened to take Chris out of mainstream education and instate him into a special needs school, the Chandlers dropped the case. For the remainder of the school year, he was homeschooled.
I swear he always has that
It
t-shirt
was around
on.
this tumultuous time that
Very
young
t-shirt,
Christopher
okay.
had an uplifting experience that would change his life.
It's all there. Here he is. It's him.
During a shopping trip in Richmond,
Thankfully,
possibly
Sonic.
in December 1992, but in other accounts he stated that it was 1989, he came across the Leonard
Furries.
Bernstein Symphony Orchestra, a show comprised of animatronic characters that is held around Christmas time at the Regency Square shopping mall. The conductor, Leonard Bernstein,
Oh, that's
is
actually
made
really
to be
cool.
fully interactive with his audience
That is
with the
kinda cool.
help of a human controller behind the
I'm
scenes.
getting kind of like
On this
Chuck E.
blessed
Cheese
day,
vibes.
the turnout
Yeah.
for the show was weak,
We don't-
so
we don't
Chris
have
got
that
extra
UK.
attention from the bear.
It doesn't
When Leonard
exist
asked him
anymore?
his name, the person
This has
controlling
never
the
been in the
animatronic
UK.
misheard it
Announcement
and answered
from
back,
Anu. You ready?
calling
Ready
him
to hit his fin?
Christian.
What?
The boy took this
It's
as a
amazing
profound
announcement
sign
from Anu.
and felt
Wait, hold on, say it again.
Sorry,
Furry what?
bulls.
Furry boys?
Balls. BALLS.
Wait, why?
I don't know. There's an announcement from Manu.
Oh, okay.
I just thought you
that he
needed to
should
know.
be
You know?
called
Oh,
Christian.
thank you. You're right, Trudgy.
In order for Chris to continue with formal education,
Hey,
Bob
my
and
British
Chris
is something
moved
more.
to
Exactly,
Chesterfield
homo.
County, while
Oh,
Barbara
you live
remained
there,
in the family
Kage?
house
Have you
in
been to the
Rockersville
same
with
mall?
Patty, so
Oh,
she
I
could
love the
keep
little
working.
bongos, the tiger.
Christian
But,
enrolled in Providence
Kage
Middle
was saying
School
the mall
in
doesn't
Richmond.
exist anymore,
He looked back
sadly.
fondly over his time here, giving special credit
Furry
to his
boy.
teacher Virginia Sanford.
That's kind of cool,
What's your
Kage.
The most
now?
influential teacher in my life. During my years at
Wait, Kage. Have you seen CHRISTORY? Like, this whole entire documentary, or at least some of it?
Why you bully me?
Providence Middle School, she taught me better social skills, how to better cope with other people, bullies, and
You're
life.
in for a
With a
ride.
positive,
That's because I'm
fun,
British, okay?
tomboyish attitude, she was
And
a
I have
teacher
something
any
for it.
child
Keep it
would be
hedgehog,
most
Shut up.
proud to
Trudgy.
look up to
Shut
and be
up
taught by.
now.
He also forged a friendship with Natasha Turner, a girl
Oh,
a few
thank you,
years
Broken. I
older than
appreciate
him.
that.
He lost romantic interest in her when he saw her smoking. They would often
No,
hang
they're
out together
smoking.
at the
Who
bus
would
stop.
ever do that?
He would sometimes give her money on behalf of his father for her friendship and attention.
That's me smoking, by the way.
Chris would later realize that Natasha
Wait,
was,
is it bro?
in a
Oh, it's your
sense,
B-day. I didn't
a
even read
friend
that.
with
Fuck.
benefits.
What?
She
Friend
would
with
stay
birthday,
with him
benefits.
and be friendly in exchange for a monetary reward from Bob. Bob knew that
Happy
his son
birthday,
had
Broken.
little
I love
hope
you.
in forming true friendships otherwise.
The Adventures of Sonic
That's
the Hedgehog,
true.
the cool new TV show, is on the
He just
air.
finished a
In
cigarette.
the
What's a
fall
birthday
of
cigarette?
93,
Oh my
Sega,
god!
the video game developer, held a
Since you
Watch and
smoke,
Win sweepstakes
have a
contest in
cake.
conjunction with
But
their
instead of
Adventures
candles, you
of
have
Sonic the
cigarettes.
Hedgehog cartoon.
Eh?
The lucky
Eh?
winner would get a $1,000
That's a good
shopping
idea.
spree at KB Toys. And that winner
This
was
is a
Chris.
big
Christian
landmark
is one
in
of only about 100
CHRISTORY
winners
history.
nationally to receive
CHRISTORY
$1,000
history,
worth
it
of
is.
Sega games and equipment. For his parents, it's just another example of how well he's
Green
doing.
eyes?
Christian
Okay.
is a
Let me
high-functioning
see.
autistic child.
Okay, they're
This
good.
past fall, on his own initiative, he entered a contest based on a favorite cartoon character.
Put cigarettes in
was
it.
exactly
Both of
what Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon,
Oh.
and I'd listen to what Sonic says at the end of it, and write it down for a whole week, and then I had to mail it in, and I had to
Look,
be
look,
drawn
it's the
out of
same
the hat,
shirt
and
again.
I just won.
He
From
loves the
Christian's
show,
father says it only
okay?
takes a few
Allow
hours
it.
for him to master an electronic game and then move on to another. I can't master any of them. That's it for now, and it's...
This is the first of many
I'm
competitions.
gonna pause this for a sec. Every time I see this clip, I'm just reminded how this girl sucks at video games. I feel bad.
that he entered
When was
during
this
his
made?
life
Like
What year?
1995,
Well, there you go
maybe.
then.
and has cemented
I doubt
itself
many
as a
people were
likely
good at video
key
games in
reinforcer to
1995.
his
She's
future
a
sense of
boomer.
entitlement. On
Oh.
December 29th, 1993, the Richmond
I know,
Times
Hobo,
Dispatch
it really
published
is.
an article about
Oh, you
Christian's
have a
magical
gift.
encounter with Leonard Bernstein, entitled, "It Took a Talking Bear to Give the Name a Young Boy Loves." The boy's father recounts the events of the day.
Oh
Since
yeah.
this was early in the Christmas season, on a Thursday afternoon, the crowd was light. The conversation between Leonard and Christopher lasted about an hour. Christopher was spellbound. Something unusual happened during that conversation. When Leonard Bernstein, in a decidedly British accent, asked Christopher his
British,
name,
let's fucking
the
go,
bear
it's
must
me.
have misunderstood
I am
the
Leonard
bear.
when replied. Leonard started
Yeah,
calling
that's
our
right. I
son
made
Christian.
Chris.
What better
I
name
made
for
who
the
he is
Christmas
today.
season? And the name stuck like glue. From that time on, for the past year, his name has been Christian Weston Chandler. Christian is very emphatic about that. Bob also offered up
Yeah,
some
it's
insight
actually
into the family
Christopher, not
situation.
Christian. Again.
Oh, I'm
Christopher is a
sorry.
high-functioning
Oh, I'm sorry,
autistic
Finn.
child. While intellectually, his age level is 12 or 13. Socially, he is around age 7 or 8. He has some behavior problems
Hi,
with his peers
Green.
and relates better
I
with
love
children
it
a few
too.
years younger than him. The Greene County school system was not equipped to
See,
teach an
sometimes
autistic
autism
child,
can be like a
Mr. Chandler
superpower,
said.
I swear.
The Chesterfield
Some people
County
can have
school
it, like,
system
really
has
good.
accepted him with open
Wait,
arms.
Well,
for
they-
autism,
they're
are you
like-
saying?
article also
Yeah,
mentions
they're, like,
that
super
Bob had
smart.
originally
Oh yeah,
wanted
for
to name
sure.
his son
Like,
Christian,
doesn't
but
it
had
help you
chickened
get
out.
like really hyper
It is
focused onto
unclear what
things?
scared him off from
I don't know
naming
what
his
it is,
child
but like
Christian.
someone is like
In any
insanely
case,
good at things
the
for no
following year,
reason.
The
Yeah,
boy had his name
for sure.
legally changed to Christian Weston Chandler.
But
In
that's
the
the
spring
thing,
of
like, a lot of,
96,
learning
Barbara
disabilities
retired
are
from her
actually
secretarial
benefits
position
in
at
some
Virginia
cases.
Power
Well,
and moved
except
in with Bob
dyslexia.
and Chris,
Lies.
reuniting the boy with
Tell me
Patty
the benefit
dog.
of it, Finn.
In late spring,
I am
Chris
big brain
graduated
and
from
other
Providence
things. That's
Middle
all I can
School.
say.
As a parting
Such as?
gift, Mrs. Sanford wrote a
But let
personal,
me just,
touching,
sorry guys.
and prophetic
I
letter to
can't
Chris.
think right now, okay?
Well, it's
Oh,
been
I'm sorry, I
3
thought you were
years
big
now
boy.
at Providence, and it's all over. Where has the time gone to? The most important parting words I can leave you with, well, are to always remember this. You show people where your weak points are located. Then they will know how to push your button. If you never show them,
Yeah, I guess that
they will
is
never know.
correct, sir.
I hope you will have an enjoyable summer and come back to
Oh,
visit.
that's from his
Do
teacher?
your very best at Manchester, put your best foot forward,
'Cause
and
my
treat others as
my
you
little
wish to be
brother,
treated.
he's severely autistic.
Love, Mrs. Sanford.
That's really
The
sweet.
Manchester in question happened to be Manchester High
Hmm?
School, where, according to Christian,
Also, I remember
he spent the
Dredgy.
happiest years of his life.
Look at that old PC,
Over
guys.
the course of 4 semesters, he studied Spanish, of which he has a very loose grasp. For class assignments, he adopted a Spanish name, Ricardo, a common practice for students in
Ricardo.
order to better get into character and the culture of the language. However, Christian got too into character and often used Ricardo in class assignments outside of Spanish, and even considers it as part of his real name. When riding on the school bus, he used to sit right in front of the bus door, so he could always get off the fastest. However, during his freshman year, he got into an altercation with another boy who wanted to be off the bus first. He punched Christian in the face,
What the
knocking
heck?
his glasses
Duh.
off.
That's messed
In order
up.
to resolve the issue, Chris was forced to take the special ed bus to school from then on, which deeply affected him. He always felt very uncomfortable associating with others whom he called slow in the minds.
Hmm.
I ended up with this really worse off mentally challenged person who could hardly ever speak other than That boy bopped me on the back of the head for his own laughs. The special ed teacher who rode on the bus talked with his brother about it, and he kept him from bopping me. But having to put up with his nonsensical slur talk was still just as cringy and horrifying. Ugh. Among his other activities, he served as a water boy
Of course,
and
look, I got
allegedly
you.
a
Well,
manager for
kinda
the
got
school
you. My
basketball
voice is
team,
fucked
the
again.
Manchester Lancers, along with Joseph Herring, one of Christian's only male friends. Chris had always
Hope you enjoyed it.
gravitated towards girls, and at Manchester, this was no exception. He had a sizable group of female friends, which he dubbed
Bro, Chris
gal
gets more
pals.
bitches than me.
Among the
Gal
persons that
pals.
he met
He got
was
so many
Molly
bitches.
Quarles, a cheerleader at the time, whom he met as a freshman. He fondly remembered them being paired up during a matchup
I
event
don't
for
know, it
Valentine's
just feels
Day.
good, okay, slip until it's
Laura
not.
Beth Dorazio
Right.
was another
Allow it.
cheerleader Chris met and fell for. But after he confessed that he had a crush on her, she told him that she would like them to remain just as friends.
Hey,
Tiffany
friendzone,
Gowan
la, la,
was
la,
said
la.
to be a real good girl
Yeah.
to Chris,
Oh my
and he has
gosh.
described her
I
as a
would
bit
sleep
of a
more.
tomboy
Slip.
and a
Every time
peppermint
he
patty
gets
to his Charlie
friend-zoned.
Brown. Kelly Andes was his biggest crush and says they were high school sweethearts, even though they were never in an actual relationship together. Sarah Bevel was in the same chemistry class along with Kelly and Chris. Sarah had a boyfriend at the time, and Chris watched them interact, hoping to experience that kind of relationship one day. It was fun to
Friendzone
just
still
watch
in
them
my life.
flirt
Yeah, I
with
know,
each
right,
other.
Broken. I know.
I could have learned from that,
As in for me.
but my
I
autism
get it,
and
dude.
normal
A
social
little bit.
phobias held me back then. Miranda
Watching
Mitchell was the
CHRISTORY.
big brain in his circle of friends and shared computer graphics class with Christian. His group of gal pals
Alright,
were
Broken, have a nice
possibly
day,
not
okay?
Yeah,
genuinely
Have a
he's
nice
the
interested in a
legendary
friendship with
creator of
Chris,
Sonic
but rather
2.
stayed with him out of pity
But
or as
unfortunately,
protection.
his future is
A
not
later
bright.
comment made by Chris suggests
Hey.
that the group
Current
had
day
made an
Christian.
arrangement with
It
Bob
might be
and the
right.
principal
Don't
of
know.
the
His
high
future
school.
isn't over yet.
Concerning
It's not a cup
schoolwork,
of emo I
there is a
smell.
wealth of
It
information
is.
that has been attained, which helps to refute his previous claims that he held an honor roll streak all throughout high school. For one of his assignments, he had to conduct an interview
Dang,
with his
Hobo, what a
parents,
savage
offering some more
comment.
information about their life
Goddamn, Sam.
experiences.
Absolute
For the
slayer.
question, why did you choose to have children? They answered,
What?
it's nice to have kids.
Broken wishes you a
For
great
what
stream, Finn.
adjustments did you have to make after your first child arrived? They answered, laughter from
I
4
just got
kids
ignored.
and
This
3
is so sad.
situations.
Wait, is this
referring to the
Chris's
troubled past
handwriting? Because it looks
marriages
really
and
good.
estranged children. Interestingly, when asked about what
Are
has
you
been
gonna
the
gift
hardest
it? I
part
don't even have a
about
Compass sub.
parenting,
I've been in
the
Compass
answer
chat for
was
ages.
dealing with the school system. In
It
another
is.
assignment concerning families,
suck at writing
Chris
in
inserted
cursive.
mathematical
I mean, I have
equations into his
a Sagi
definitions,
sub.
making them hard to read
They
and
don't teach
understand.
Sagi
cursive
is
anymore,
also
do
For
good.
they?
example, he defined a nuclear family as a mother, father, and X is more than or equal to one child sharing the same
No, wait, is that his
household.
handwriting?
He also described
Yeah.
adoption as
He has
a
such a
right
nice
to raise a
handwriting,
I
child
know,
who is
right?
biologically their own.
I wish I could write
Christian
fucking
took part
cursive.
in a parenting exercise in which he wore an empathy belly to
Honestly,
simulate
kind
the
of the
feeling
same.
of
I
being
have
a
trouble
pregnant
reading
woman.
it might
He
just
wrote
be
a
my
report
dyslexic
describing
brain.
his experience. Having a belly like a pregnant woman was really an awkward experience.
I know I've
When
read
I
it you
tried
to
to
Kappa
get
so
my
many
pencil
times, I get
back out of my
scammed.
backpack, the belly held me back by
Nah, me
putting
and Kappa
pressure
were
on my
right. I
left
talk to
That's
Kappa
leg.
true,
every now
Bo.
and then.
Luckily, my arms were
I know
long,
Kappa's quite
but
busy
if they
though.
were any shorter, I would have had a real problem to reach the pencil
Okay,
bag.
let's
That's
be
what I mean
honest
for
though,
the
guys. Like, if
VIP
you have
in Kappa's
really
bag.
Belly
good
made it uncomfortable for
cursive
me to
writing,
cross
it's
my
hard
legs.
to read for
And
other
while my
people.
legs were separated, it put pressure on
Yeah,
my
I guess it's
private
kind of hard
part,
to read
which gave
cursive
me a
sometimes.
strange, weird
Yeah.
feeling.
But then you can just
He
be like,
wrote
well,
an
you're
essay
stupid
about
because you can't
Japan's
read my writing.
involvement
There's
in
nothing wrong
World
with
War
it. My
II.
writing's just
It
bad,
should
so
be
if they
noted
can't read
that
it,
he
it's my
addressed
fault.
himself as Ricardo W. Chandler, with Christian placed in parentheses, and wrote English in Spanish. The teacher justly corrected
Okay, I'm gonna be
this.
honest though, like I learned how to
According
write
to
in
Chris,
cursive
the
officially
war was a very tragic
in
event, with guns,
I think
insults,
2017.
and yuck. He continues. The Japanese and Americans had deemed glowering at each other like boxers from opposite corners of a 5,000-mile ring, waiting for their bout to begin. So, the
I think
US and
Kappa's a playing
Japan
partner
really
actually,
wanted to
if
get it
I'm
on.
not mistaken.
He also quoted
Who
that
is?
President Woodrow
Kappa, one
Wilson
of my
tried to get
street
Japan
friends.
to withdraw
Oh yeah, I
from
think so.
Shandong.
I read
Christian's
her quite a
essay
lot.
ended up being a mishmash of events of both world wars. In addition, he referenced several books, however all of his findings could be found within the first 8 pages. The teacher commented, restate thesis. There is a page titled Warm Fuzzies for Christian W. Chandler,
I hate
which most likely
theses.
was a class activity in which the students wrote nice things to
We'll
each
talk
other
about thesis,
in order to
talk to
promote
Abby.
acceptance. The
Really?
messages left for Chris
Yeah, she
read
does,
very
and
bland,
what do you do again?
such as, I
Master
like your
thesis
clothes,
something, I don't know
is
what's
a very
called.
funny
Something
and nice
master
person.
thesis.
Okay, funny. You are a nice person. Nice watch. You tell great jokes. And you tell fun jokes.
These are
But
compliments to
perhaps the most
Christian.
baffling piece of writing that there is on record is his 13 lucky writing tips, an assignment for English class, in which he switches 4 tips in to what most closely
Yeah, I'm sure
resembles
she would get it.
Spanish.
She's doing very good
In
for
any
herself.
case, it is little more than
She's deserved it
unintelligible
though, to be fair.
garble.
Oh,
Use
nice
standard
on
written
you.
English. Do not use contractions in formal writing.
Oh,
You
so
must
it is
have a
masterpiece,
thesis
okay.
statement in each essay. The
I know,
thesis
Cat, dude,
statement
it's
es el
crazy.
finalie estancia de introductori paragrafe. Tu escribes de literature. El thesis incluye el llama de author y
Was he
llama de
supposed
work.
to write this in
Los
Spanish?
paragraphs soporte
I
y
mean,
relate que el
the
thesis.
thing above it is English,
Los
so I'm assuming
paragraphs
not.
tienes el topic estancias hablan el unifying concepto de el paragraph. Los details support y relate a el topic estancia
I'm
de
thinking the
paragraph.
same thing.
Necesitas los adecuate soporte
I'm surprised this
details.
guy can even
Escribe el
pronounce like half his
literature
stuff.
en presente tense. Necesitas tres
I mean,
muchacho
I could
mirar
probably
de
pronounce
puente.
it, but like the cursive
Necesitas
isn't
creas
helping.
bien. Tu escribes crea sense y es muy logical. Cheques tu escribir muy
Oh my
carefully.
god.
From the school report, it can be seen that he failed all but 2 of his 14 assignments, earning a D+ for the year.
I don't know what a contraction is.
At age 16,
Suck
No,
my
you
Chris
dick,
gotta
wrote a poem
practice
okay,
that
entitled
whatever.
Spanish.
Song of Christian
Over
for
here,
his
sir.
class,
I dare you.
loosely based on Walt Whitman's
What's
Song
up,
of Myself.
IDK?
He decided to record his creation for posterity in video form. The video itself is poorly lit, but there isn't much to see anyway.
I think
Wait,
poorly
what
lit
happened,
is a fucking
Kage? There's
understatement
nothing
of the
wrong with
century.
that.
And you experience as I experience.
This shit is in black and white.
Are my problems. These are the young singing cries of happiness. The children's song is song of laughter. At age 6 weeks, I
Yeah, there's
sang
nothing
this
wrong
song
with
of
that.
laughter. That 1.5 years of age.
Autistic
Is he
people are
speaking
great.
English right now?
My song that I sing, although I talk well, my peer relationship is low and my loneliness is
It's
off the
really
scale.
hard. Oh no.
Anyway, that's my poem.
Beyond just reciting the poem, he pretends to be the enthusiastic host of the Christian Chandler Show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Christian Chandler Show. Where there are lots of laughs and all that neat old stuff. Now here he is, the host with the most, Christian Chandler.
I
Give this
love
guy
seeing
a
old
fucking.
videos
Give this
like
guy an
this.
Emmy.
And welcome to the Christian Chandler Show.
He's a brilliant
I
actor.
am your host, Christian Chandler.
He then rambles on about his fascination with the Sonic the Hedgehog universe and talks about Bionic the Hedgehog, his first Sonic-related
I can't
creation,
help you
which he
with
came up with
that.
during basketball practice.
And then I have science friend that helps. Of course, Tails that flies.
If you want, you can talk to Drachi privately if he'll allow
How
you.
how can anyone see
About
this?
Bionic. Is that Sonic's brother I met myself?
I'm
who's
not
that
sure.
very good
It was
basketball
high
player
quality back
mechanic.
then, though, if you think
Look
about
at
it.
it. What do you mean high quality? Look at it. It's black and white.
He proceeds to rant about receiving an F in English class.
I see about God. That's about time I sign off. But before I go, I have just one thing to say to the teacher. An F in English class? You have got to be kidding me. I mean an F. I do not even know when was the last time I got an F. I mean, who knows? It could have been back in old Green County. That stupid place. Yeesh. That Green County primary. Actually, it was a nice school, but then there came the thing of Green Elementary. That's why I got the F. Anyway, then many years rolled by. Then you came along and gave me an F. I mean, I started
Oh,
with an
Cody,
A,
I don't
you
think
just
he's calling him
lowered
that because of
sick and tired
autism.
of
He's
this
saying
story.
that because
Why
of
do you have
what he
against
does in the
against
future.
the handicapped
F stands for
children anyway?
fantastic,
I
right?
mean, I know my handicap is autism, and I'm not afraid to admit it. And you, Mrs.
Like,
Bird, I
this
think
guy
that F
is
very
not a good person.
disrespectful.
He is right now in prison for the horrible
Wait,
atrocities
what?
he's
Wait,
done.
what?
Anyway,
Chris
it's time I
is in
sign
prison.
off.
Yeah.
Well, this has been the Christian
Damn, I
Chandler
can't wait to
Show.
get to the 69th episode.
Around the same time,
I want
he
to
made
see
a
what he's
series
done.
of stop-motion videos of races set in his Lego-made town called Quickville, based on his own initials. They were made with a Game Boy camera, which produced grainy, low-resolution grayscale
Game Boy
photos,
camera, that's
or
fucking. I remember the
I
Game
mean,
Boy.
do you guys
low-quality
want me to
stop-motion
tell you what
video.
happened? It's
The
probably
awkward
not
frame
Twitch
rate makes it
appropriate
difficult
to
to
even
discern what is
say it.
actually going on, but it is
Yeah, don't do
important to
that.
note
Tell
that
me
all
off
the
the stream,
racers
so
are
I'll
named
know
either
what you
after
did.
pop culture characters that Christian idolized, or people he knew in real life.
I had the
This
Game
is
Boy
the earliest
Advance
account
way
of
back
Chris
when.
using people to
I had
play out
the
his
silver one.
fantasies.
The biggest trend in kids' toy history, it's multi-billion dollar.
Pokemon!
Throughout the late 1990s, the Pokemon franchise was spreading across North America, with Chris keeping a keen eye on it. He began playing the trading card game, and included illustrations of Pokemon characters in his Spanish homework.
You know, the
He
green
also
one
wrote
right
a
there
lengthy
kind of looks
essay
like Mojo
detailing how the
Jojo.
Pokemon came into their
From,
Pokemon.
I kind of wish
Power
like
Puff.
Pokemon
His
card
teacher
trading
was
was a
very
big thing
pleased.
in the UK.
The
It
year
just wasn't.
1999 marked the birth of
Nah,
his
no,
wall
well,
of
then again, I might have been
originals.
born a little
This
bit
was
too
a
late,
designated
but I
portion
don't
of
remember
the
it.
wall
We had
which displayed
Go-Go's.
Pokemon trading cards
They were pretty
that Chris
cool.
made himself.
I think it stopped
It
around
featured original
2010
Pokemon, such
or
as a
9,
female
but it was
Pikachu
really
called
popular
That's
like
what I
7
mean. I
and
never
8.
saw.
and
I never
Platistic,
saw any
a
of that.
plant which is autistic. Chris himself also appeared several times. His fascination grew to a point that he would dress up as the Pokemon character Ash Ketchum out in public.
Oh my goodness,
Around
Drachi.
mid-1999, Christian launched his first website, a simple Pokemon-themed effort humbly called Quick's Pokesite, cementing the moniker Quick. It was soon replaced by Quick's Pokesite 2 with a new logo designed by Miranda. He
Good
updated
damn.
it with personal and Pokemon-related news here, semi-regularly, for the next year and a half. This year also marked Christian's first visit to The Game Place, a game
Well,
and
the
hobby
thing is,
store
like,
which allowed returning
Christian
customers
to this
play
day,
video games,
he blames his
board games,
autism on
or trading
everything,
card
but
games.
some of that stuff
It
is
quickly
literally
became
him
his
as a
weekly
person.
haunt. The Pokemon craze was captured on film for Richmond's NBC affiliate's WWBT News. The report featured excited young kids playing the game and trying to explain the phenomenon.
How do you play the game?
I can't explain it, it's too long.
Okay,
Their
so
bewildered
like
parents standing
IDK, this
witness.
is like
I'm
68
watching
episodes, and
I still
each one
have
is
no
like around
clue.
40 minutes.
And the
68, I think we
17-year-old
were.
Chris
Sorry,
in action.
69.
I'll switch. I'll put out my
Yeah, that's the
dragon
one. That's the one.
there.
That's the one.
69.
Oh boy.
Um,
And I have spinner
and I
on it.
can't
Slam
spoil,
attack.
but as I said,
To
current day
commemorate
Chris
Valentine's
Chant, he
Day
is
of
in
the year
jail.
2000, Christian wrote a Valentine's Day hymn, a free verse effort in which he reveals that he holds very traditional views on courtship and the predetermined rules of etiquette for men and women. On a date, the man could not pay the bill, so his date slammed her door in his face. The man's coat over a puddle. The maiden walks. Then the man trips and pays the laundry bill. Under
Wait,
the
what
moonlight,
happened?
the couples of the world kiss. But unfortunately for a few, they are interrupted by their parents.
Is this a poem he
He
wrote?
uploaded it onto his website.
I don't know.
10 days later, Chris
Oh, it's a
celebrated his
Valentine's, like
18th
him.
birthday,
It's like singing.
Oh.
a date which he held in the highest regard. Among the guests in attendance were a handful of Christian's gal
It's
pals,
the gal
and
pals.
his half-brother Cole.
He has so many bitches.
Nearly
The
3
fuck.
years after the fact, he reminisced about the event. I will never forget my 18th birthday party. It was the best of the rest. The weekend before my real birthday, my mother and I prepared
No,
for
it's
the
just
party
solely
I was
on
going
this
to host
man
that
right
day.
here.
We hung balloons and streamers, and we laid
Yeah,
refreshments
gal pals,
on the
his
table.
girlfriends, not
At
girlfriends,
the door
but
was 4
friends.
of my high school amigas, and one of them brought
Amigas.
a friend. We ate pepperoni pizza and drank Pepsi. It was great. As mother lit the candles,
I
was
really like
filling
his
up
party.
with ecstasy. After I blew the candles, I was presented
filling
with
up with
a big
ecstasy.
jawbreaker from Kelly, an R.L. Stein novel from Sarah, a planer with stickers from Miranda, and a rabbit doll with jelly beans from Tiffany.
Oh.
We watched Good Burger and had fun.
Good movie.
After they left,
I'm sorry, what
it
the
was
fuck is a
done.
Good
What did I
good
Burger.
burger? I've
I'm
never
not
heard
telling
of that.
It's so
Even
good.
though he seemed pleased that his gal pals came to celebrate, he was
I mean,
never
they better be
pictured
good when
together
they
with
like
them,
Yeah,
fucking
IDK.
preferring to
burger.
sit alone. He is also photographed wearing a pair of jeans with a suspicious stain on his crotch.
What the heck, guys? Has nobody ever seen Good Burger? It is such a fun little Nickelodeon comedy
No,
film.
Finn, you need to rewind. You need to
No,
rewind 10
I
seconds.
heard it.
No,
Alright, let's
I
go
need
back.
to hear that again. I need to hear that again.
What a perfect time to freeze it. Okay.
Came to celebrate, he was never pictured together with them, preferring to sit alone. He is also photographed wearing a pair of jeans with a suspicious stain on his crotch.
What is
It
that
must be
thing
like
to say?
That it is dried
ice
semen,
cream,
but
right?
it is unlikely.
Oh, it must be. Yeah, because they looked like they
About
were
a month
eating
later,
ice cream
Chris was
earlier.
tasked with designing
Yeah,
a CD
cake.
jewel case
It's
for
cake
his
frosting,
graphic
right?
design class. On the fateful day, on March 17th, 2000, I wanted to
Don't say
feature on my
fateful
favorite
day.
hit
No,
CD
no.
cover, lifelong hero Sonic the Hedgehog, and cute newer character Pikachu, but copyrighted characters
So I'm gonna be
were
honest,
prohibited from the
IDK,
project.
unfortunately,
So,
in
in my
these
mind,
documentaries
I
goes a
pondered
little
and
about how
pondered
he was
when it
bullied
hit
on the
me
internet
visually.
too, sadly.
Sonic and Pikachu combined. In a way to escape copyright, he combined Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu to create Sonichu, the electric hedgehog
think so.
Pokemon, which Christian considers to be one of his greatest life accomplishments. The CD tracklist itself consists of Pokemon, Sonic, and Mario related music, with intermittent appearances of old-time jazz from artists such as Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby, undoubtedly an influence from his father. Another month later, Chris had to document a week of his life for a school project. The
He's
result
more
was
known as
A Week with
Christian.
Christian W. Chandler, a self-documentary, which detailed the events of his life from April 29th to May 5th, 2000. The front cover features a blurry photo of Chris and Patty, with a discolored, ghostly Sonic below. He writes it
I
in
love
the
the
third
passion
person,
he
as
has
if
for
followed
Sonic.
by a documentary crew. On April 29th, he visits Books A Million to participate in the Pokemon Trading Card Game League. Afterwards, he enters a costume contest, and since he wore his regular Ash Ketchum
It's so
outfit,
good,
he
Judgy.
wins and receives a cool t-shirt as a reward. The following day,
No.
he talks
Hello,
about packing
welcome
and
in,
moving
how are
things
you?
from their home in Richmond to their old house in Ruckersville. The next day, he goes to
You're
high school.
watching
He
Chris
uses a
Chan
tripod
today.
to help take pictures of himself. During class, Mr. Goss discussed the difference between Shakespeare's world and the real world of today. Christian rested his eyes after Mr. Goss's discussion.
Yeah, I'm doing good
and
actually.
before the bell rang.
I'm feeling a bit sick
Next,
today.
he had
As in, like,
trigonometry.
illness, not
I'd
for
hate to be
sick.
Christian when his nerves kicked
Yeah,
into
I've
action
had a right
after
day.
waking
It's
up
just
Ew,
been
from
a bit long.
trigonometry? I
but
hate that.
was.
When I turned to
Next was
full
computer graphics. It was great for him
kind of
today
recently actually.
because he got to print his own CD
Because I
cover.
had my 3D
Next was
model and I
Spanish
wanted to go
too.
for like
He
a
took a
live
quiz
2D.
today, but I think he feels confident
And
in
then
his
I
work.
found this absolute gem.
And finally,
And now I
after a
use
hard,
this
odd
for
day,
a while.
he rides home on a bus. But unfortunately, it had a few
I mean,
slow
people seem to
lines
like
on
it, so I can't
The
argue
following
with that.
day, he repeats the routine of snoozing through class, and that on even days, he eats lunch with Tiffany and Sarah. For the following day, He describes his daily activities
I
at
don't know
home,
about you,
which
but I
mostly
think
consist of
algebra
playing
is
video
way more
games
easier.
and managing his website.
Oh, thank you. That means
The
a
next
lot.
day, he talks about working in
I'm sure
computer
I'll feel better
graphics
tomorrow,
class and
hopefully.
making a Mother
Just get
of the
some
Year
sleep.
award for Barbara, which he plans to give to her on Mother's Day. For the final day's report, Chris states that it was a difficult Friday. One of his duties included taking part in a senior group photo. After the
I
long
got
wait
you
for
with
the
the Hug
pictures to be
X
taken,
Games.
being crowded like a sardine
Oh.
surrounded by immature teenage
You're
really
boys,
gonna
hurt.
steal
and
my
having the
flan,
hot,
aren't
hot
you?
sun shining down on him and everyone else, he went back to the shady entrance. After the photo shoot, Chris was picked up by
How
his
could you
dad,
do this to me?
and that concludes our week-long
You also
documentary
being
of
bullied.
A Week
Yeah,
with Christian
X Games
W.
ate my
Chandler.
flan.
the autistic boy that has made it this far. (Close parentheses).
Yeah.
Chris
And then he
wouldn't pass
gets
up an
internet
opportunity
Who is
famous.
the
to
small
go to
one?
the
This is
senior
Finn,
prom,
Fluffy
so he
Fitzy,
did,
one of my
bringing
good
his
friends.
mother
They're very
along
good.
as a
You should
date.
go follow them.
Even though Christian had labeled the set of photos as the senior prom, it is possible that it was some
There
other
she
social
is.
gathering due to the fact
Is this
that the
prom?
event is held
This
during
is a
the
better
daytime.
prom than mine.
Looking back on the prom, he claimed that he was naive about dating, unlike the other students. Out of pity, or out of genuine compassion, Tiffany asked Christian to dance. I hesitated
damn.
at first, but she grabbed my hand and pulled me onto the dance floor. We danced for what felt like hours. It was the most pleasant experience
How do
of
you
that
feel,
night, and I
IDK?
thank her for dancing
Yes,
with
I
me
don't
then.
fix. Don't worry about it.
He felt that her willingness to dance with him meant that she
What
was
did you do
attracted
for an
to him,
after party
and stated
attitude?
that if they were to meet again, they would start a relationship.
Mine was really boring. They
Graduation.
didn't even have any
end
food.
of
Like,
high
what the heck
school.
is that?
The end of his interactions
Was that
with his
prom?
gal pals.
Yeah.
Most
I didn't even have a
importantly,
problem, so
it was the
consider
day
yourself lucky.
Christian had to be
Hmm.
recognized
Was it
for
'cause of
his
COVID?
achievements. But
Mhm.
unfortunately,
Oof.
this
We
wasn't
were
the case.
in lockdown.
I only got recognized for my grades with a star
Oh,
pin,
nice
yet they had
attitude.
more fancier awards for more important qualities. I should have been highly recognized for my artistic talents I showed in my many
Thank
art
you
classes
for
the award
rain.
ceremonies
How's the
before
rest of your
graduation day.
stream?
I felt crestfallen greatly from not getting recognized for any of
Watching
my
the
talents.
Christian-y.
I excelled in
CHRISTORY.
math too, for the love of
I'm
God.
butchering it.
I was so
How could
jealous.
I know.
I was a
Whoa, swear,
high-functioning
bro.
autistic boy who came way beyond out of his social shell, only to get zilch.
I bring the
nada,
soup. Yes,
zip,
give us
a
the
big
soup.
fat zero.
Thank you
I
for all
felt
the
so
follows,
devastated
everybody.
and out of sync. As a result of his heartbreak, he only went up on
Gratitude,
stage to receive his
congrats.
diploma without looking at anyone's face nor shaking anyone's hand.
I see you have a wiggle.
After the ceremony was over, he found himself an unoccupied table, sat by it,
It's
and
very
cried.
interesting. A little bit of a
Eventually,
sad episode.
His mother and later Tiffany came to console him. His father would look back on this event with shame and anger for years to come.
Oof.
Christian's time at high school is still thought of fondly by him, recalling his sweet memories of creating artistic projects for class
What about
and
David?
frequently hanging out with his
It's good to
gal
see you back.
pals, all of which were abruptly ended with that gloomy, rainy
Oh my
graduation.
gosh.
But with the end of high school came the
He
promise
lost all
of a
his
new
friends?
world in college,
I
a
think
chance
so.
for new friends, new
I bet
experiences,
two whole problems and
and the
two
first steps
homecomings because of
to a
COVID.
brighter future.
The grades were too low, senior year, I didn't get a chance. Decided if I wanted to go. Yeah, like we only had one problem. And then I tried.
Guys,
I
we
like
finished
tried.
part 1 out of
Oh,
69.
already? That was quick.
Should we go for another one or should we call it?
I don't know, it's up to you.
What does the chat think? What do you guys? Yes. We're listening to CHRISTORY. Yeah, Jirachi, you know what's up. 69. We got a long way to go, unfortunately.
I've noticed some of your dolphins. I respect that. VR is very good.
I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of us nowadays are very immune to it. One more. Alright. Wait. Ryuzaki, have you seen the CHRISTORY?
The CHRISTORY.
Yeah. Ready, guys? Spicy episode number 2.
What made
Should
him
I
this
skip
way?
the intros?
I mean, you can do.
Keeps us in.
Okay, Christian.
Sab says he's also totally down to keep watching, so that's good.
He does need a bonk. I feel like maybe I should make
Thank
a
you for being here,
redeem
Sam,
in
by
the
the way.
chat
Really appreciate it. It's
specifically
good
to
to see you more.
bonk him.
especially my defiled state of illness.
In the year 2000, the
We got some
Chandlers came back to
Christorians
their
in
family
here.
home in
Fucking
Ruckersville.
Christorians,
And
are
in
you kidding
August,
me?
at the behest
He's
of his
literally
parents, Christian
basically
began
got a
attending
following
Piedmont,
cult.
Virginia Community College, where the highest level degree students could attain
surprised
was
I
an
never heard this
associate
guy.
degree. Perhaps spellbound
He's
by
like
illusions
those
of
dark
grandeur, Chris
histories
chose
of the
to study
internet.
marketing. But Bob quickly transferred him to a computer-aided drafting and design degree, in the hopes that it would be a better fit for his challenged son and his future. According to the PVCC handbook of the time, this was a 2-year degree, worth 15 credits. In addition, he took English classes and even a tennis class. Apart from study, he continued to develop his Pokemon website and added more cards to his wall of originals, creating cards representing,
I'm sorry,
among
I
others,
can't.
his beloved Sonichu.
I must refuse.
In October, he launched Quick's Sonichu site, a website devoted to his original character.
I am not
Over the
lewd
course
enough.
of the year, the Sonichu family grew. He created Soni, Sonichu's pre-evolutionary form, and dedicated a trading card to him. He also gave Sonichu a female companion, Rosechu, based on Amy Rose from the Sonic franchise.
She's got
After
nice
high
legs.
school, contact with his gal pals was lost, apart from Kelly.
She's got
He
nice
claimed to have
legs.
called her every weekend for about a year. For Christmas of that year, Christian made her a CD entitled Songs for Kelly as his gift.
Chibi Finzi.
He incorporated
Alright,
a mini
alright.
Sonichu into the
I
artwork.
got you, Kage.
See,
Winter
we
of
probably should have
2000
heard
is
that
also
as a Chibi
significant,
Fizzy
for that was when
time,
Chris
so-
created his
I still
Sonichu
have my
medallion
magical
made of
rainbow
Crayola model magic
mustache.
and acrylic paints.
Mustache.
Late 2000, I bought some Crayola model magic clay, and I
saw
molded
that.
and crafted the
Yeah.
first
I saw that.
original
You're gonna
Sonichu
see it.
medallion that I wore around my neck, with a makeshift chain, which I later replaced with a better necklace I bought from Pacific Sunwear at my mall. He would rarely be seen without it. The following year, he continued to develop the lore around Sonichu, which included creating an offspring for Rosechu
Oh,
called
thank you,
Rosie,
Goblin.
and designing an Archie Comics cover for Sonic the Hedgehog vs. Sonichu. For his mother's 60th birthday, he made her a cake with Sonichu on it.
I grew it for a very, very long
In
time
July,
over the
he
course
filmed
of a
the
day.
City of Quickville tour using the
Man,
stop-motion
you put a lot of
feature
work into
on
that.
his Game Boy camera.
Whole
The town
day
in
of
question
growing
Cars
my
was
stuff.
yet
Goblin.
unfinished Quickville made of Lego. He still hadn't settled on a naming system yet,
Do
so he
it
spells it in
twice.
2 different ways.
I want to
First
see it
with
now.
an I, then with an I and a K. The tour is led by a Lego incarnation of Christian, and he shows 2 landmarks of the town, the water tower and go-kart pass, before the video abruptly ends,
Oh,
possibly due to the
Muskie,
Game Boy
thank
camera
you.
only having the capacity to hold 30 frames at a time. In
The
August,
Liquid Chris saga,
Christian
I
got a
can't
job
wait.
at Wendy's.
Hey, we got the
He was
Wendy's.
mostly in charge of cleaning trays, tables, and carpet tile
I
flooring,
don't even have a fucking
keeping the
job.
place neat and
Being
serving the
outplayed by
customers
Chris Pratt.
with kind,
I just
understanding
realized
help.
It's not full
He
screen.
alleges
What the
that he
heck?
never quite saw eye to eye
What
with
happened?
his supervisor, who disagreed with Chris's way of
There
operating.
we go. Fixed.
According to one supposed event, he got his uniform dirty, and despite it being likely that he could have
I
swapped
know.
with a clean
I'm
spare
sorry,
at the
government.
establishment,
Unfortunately,
he proceeded to
today
continue
my
to
chat
work
has
with his
gotten
sullied
horny
attire,
for some reason.
and even attempted to wash it in the bathroom sink. According to Christian, a female coworker gave him a hard time, pelting him with criticisms and insults, perhaps mistaking her constructive criticisms for attacks against his person. He also admitted he took breaks frequently, neglecting other duties. Chris was fired from Wendy's
Chris
in
Chandler,
September
the
or
person who made the
October 2001
documentaries,
for a
Hobo.
number of possible reasons. One of the most popular motives for his dismissal was that he performed a Donald Duck impression to a child at the restaurant, bringing him to tears. In other accounts,
Oh
he said
my
that he was
gosh.
fired after he drew an
Oh my
unflattering
God.
caricature
Oh,
Evil
why
of
did you
only
get fired?
chat.
coworker.
Oof.
His termination was likely a culmination of these events. It was also
It's
around this
officially
time
emotes
that Chris
only.
ended his weekly calls to Kelly. He gave conflicting reasons for this. He first stated that he suffered from noviophobia, a term he coined, which he defines as a fear of speaking to a woman who may already be in a relationship,
Isn't
which
there
convinced
already
him
a
that his
term for
calls
that?
were in vain. Initially, Chris
Ezra,
stated that he was
ow.
told by his mother that Kelly most
I got you, I
likely
got you, I
already
got
had
you.
a boyfriend, so he might as well limit his attempts. But later, he changed his story,
Okay,
saying that he came
right.
to that
I made a
realization all by
massive
himself.
scientific discovery right
In
now.
other
For you ready?
retellings,
Wait,
he
wait, wait, what is this?
Okay, right. So you know my voice is kind of fucked when I stream, right?
Yeah.
I think I found the reason.
What?
I'm constantly puffing on this fucking vape pen. And I've given it
Oh.
a break for about 10 minutes, and now my voice is a bit better.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, but I'm stupid, so...
It makes sense.
But it's I like nicotine, okay?
Genius discovery.
He said that he simply forgot to
Humongous
call her
brain.
one weekend, and after he broke the routine, he didn't want to continue.
Dang, that's a
On
lot of
February
pandas over
24th,
there. Very, very
2003,
cute.
Christian spent a tearful 21st birthday. For some reason, he was kicked out of English class by his male and possibly gay professor. Like many historical accounts of his life, he keeps changing the story. First, he said that the class was reading the book Wednesday's Child, which featured an autistic girl. He recounted that he told the professor that he was autistic as well, which resulted in a misunderstanding and Chris being forced to leave the class.
That's a little bit weird.
He admitted to causing a disruption in class, writing in a report, exclamations you'd likely hear from a black person in church, which prompted his dismissal from the classroom.
I know the way.
This ejection further increased his hate for men and gay men in general, and further convinced him of launching a pursuit to find true love.
Alright, let's take out
I'm
emo
starting
chat for now.
He called a
I'm starting to
boyfriend-free
think that
girl. He
I'm
launched
starting to
his
realize
love
why he's
quest.
in prison now.
However, finding that one special
It's
person
because
in
he's
his
looking
life
for his
wasn't going to be easy.
boyfriend-free girlfriend.
Christian didn't feel like he had the confidence to approach women
Is
on
that a
his
Wolf's
own
Wall chat?
volition due to the infinitely high boyfriend factor.
That's a genius
This
way,
term
Goblin.
refers to the very high probability that any girl to whom he spoke already had a boyfriend, making it close to impossible to find
Look,
his
there's the
coveted
shirt again.
boyfriend-free girl. By
Oh my
Boyfriend-free
God.
girl!
every
There
man
it is!
who already had a girlfriend was thought of by Chris with seething loathing. With the infinitely high boyfriend factor,
Bad,
I'm not
Jirachi,
fond of
bad.
about 99.9999999999996% of the total male population, with a margin of error of the 4 billionth of a
Ryuzaki,
percent for
same.
about
I should have
100
let you guys
men,
Every
of
time
whom
we
are
come
okay
up to CHRISTORY, I think
acquaintances.
of what he
Those
did to his
dupes
cats.
get all the luck, having a sweetheart to care for and to be cared from, getting all the hugs, kisses, and emotional support, and the security of a solid future
That was
without
loud.
loneliness
Super
and with
Baxy?
love and children. And besides that, my autism
said, "I'm
is not
so
much help
Bax.
on the
Hi,
programming
ooh.
of my mind.
Who said
Sigh.
hi?
Goblin.
Oh, my
Goblin
life.
soup.
I
To
think I recall
combat
that
his
name. Hello,
reluctance to
it's
approach
me.
prospective females,
Yeah,
he
we're
devised
friends.
a way in which women would approach him instead. The
I think I would
attraction
have
sign.
Goblin.
Christian
that's okay,
created
guy.
what he called
IDK.
an attraction sign, which was much like a personals ad, but in public.
Wait, what?
21 and single white male, shy, smart, young at heart.
Wait,
computer
guys.
skilled,
Let's go
This
back
is
on
how
this.
you-
This
which
is
was
This is how you get
fine.
bitches.
big.
This is how you
This
get
is
Christian
big.
bitches.
created what he called an attraction sign, which was much like a personals ad,
Sonic's
but
up
in
there, look at
public.
him!
21 and single white male, shy, smart, young at heart, computer skilled, humorous,
Oh my
a
god.
great thinker and go-getter, natural
Yeah,
salesperson,
Baxy is
enjoys
cool.
good parts of life,
No,
diplomatic,
fake news.
friendly,
Oh, he's
loves his
streaming right
family,
now, Goblin, if you
peaceful,
want to come into
very
his
creative.
chat too.
He's
I'm
lonely,
not cool, you're a liar.
seeking a cute 18 to 21 single female companion, 18 to 21 years of age, does not already have a boyfriend, single, average to slender weight, body type, white,
Man, he's got a
lives in
type.
Charlottesville or
know.
Ruckersville area, does
What the
not
heck,
smoke
Spooky?
or drink alcohol, happy, positive personality,
Single
average high
white male.
income, drives a vehicle. If any men read this huge sign, mind your own business. And to all men with girlfriends, except marrieds
Whoa,
and
whoa, whoa,
blacks,
whoa, whoa,
go
whoa.
jump off a cliff.
Wait, I can't even see
Have
my
a nice
followers.
day.
It was
You
2
would
minutes
hang the sign
Goblin, right?
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
so
was he racist there?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Thank you for the follow.
Don't
Oh
fall
my
off a cliff.
gosh!
Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
maybe I do need my Twitch up
That's
on my
Hang the
iPad.
sign
fierce.
up
What
at the
the heck?
PDCC lobby
Better me.
and would stand or sit beside it
Come
in the
on.
hopes of attracting
so
Yeah,
potential
dark.
Goblin.
Based on the attraction sign and later comments,
Oh,
it is
thank
clear
you,
that
Goblin.
his
It
quest
was.
for finding the love of his
Oh,
life,
that's
his
so
quest for a
sweet, thank you.
sweetheart, was more of a quest to lose his
Really
virginity
appreciate that.
and to
See, this is what I mean. Like, you could feel bad for Christian, and then you see he does stuff like
Oh.
this, and you're like, no,
That's what I
that's
mean.
not
It's kind of
okay.
like...
find a woman to mother him
Wait,
and
give me a sec.
financially support him. Just a couple of months into
I should
his
try
love
and bring
quest,
soup
I know,
whenever I
right,
can.
he was met
guys?
with an obstacle. Mary Lee Walsh, the
Here we
Dean
go,
of
here we
Student
go, here we go.
Affairs,
Here we
tore
go.
down his
We're getting there,
attraction
we're
sign
getting there.
and allegedly even tore it
Yeah.
up in front of him.
Mugsky, thank you
According
for
to
the follow.
Chris,
I really appreciate
she
that.
yelled at him
I
in a
actually see you
violent
guys
manner
following me
and
now.
said that his way of doing things would not get him a girlfriend.
The super plague.
It
Is
is
the
That's
likely
plague.
fine,
that Walsh
Kage.
may have, in fact, taken down his sign and told him that it
Can
was
I just admit
inappropriate,
though, like his room
as his
is
methods were
legit
akin to soliciting
amazing.
sex on campus. In
Bro,
any
I had
case,
like another
he was
follow.
deeply
Have
disheartened
you got
by
gaming?
this
Thank you for the
event.
follow. I can't believe I missed this.
It
The fuck?
literally shattered my heart
I feel
to
bad
almost
now.
nothing and murdered my soul. In response to this attack, Christian made another sign, which was quickly removed in a similar fashion. This was to be the beginning
another
of
one.
Christian's make-believe conflict
Nico,
with
thank you for the
Mary
follow. I
Walsh
really appreciate
that will
that.
haunt him for most
Welcome
of his
in.
adult life. As an act of catharsis,
The soup
Christian
is
wrote a
everywhere.
poem called Saddest Heart in the World,
He wrote
in
a
which he refers
poem.
to
Oh, you woke
Walsh
up,
in the most
Galaxy.
unkind of light. Lonesome and
I know the
sad,
feeling.
lonesome
I
and
have
sad.
like very
The
bad sleep
mastermind
insomnia.
is very bad. In efforts of getting a boyfriend-free gal, that female dog took my only idea
Playing a
for a
women
fall.
game.
Oh my
gonna try and
Heartbroken,
gosh.
sad, and
Yeah.
very lonely. I may never remove my virginity.
Well, you were playing Beat Saber.
What the heck?
On
Very
April
soon.
10th, Chris wrote a short story called Sonichu and Rosechu, The Genesis of the Love Hogs. It establishes
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
origins
say
of
right now, this guy
Sonichu and
is gonna,
Rosechu,
this guy made
and
fan
also
fiction.
incorporates elements from the
He
Sonic
did.
the Hedgehog lore,
Yeah,
such
see,
as the
okay.
Chaos
I do it.
Emeralds. In addition,
I know how
the
I know
story
how this
features
starts.
a lovely
Okay.
Pokemon trainer. Her name was Kel, short for Kelly.
Solid.exe
it
mod.
on
Yeah, I
his
do remember
Sonichu
that
site.
actually.
In June, Christian found work as a salesperson for Cutco,
But this
a
is
cutlery
a
retailer.
Chris chat.
It is unknown whether he actually
That's
managed
exactly
to
it
sell any
twice.
knives. Later testimonies proved that he was still in possession
Roast
of
you.
unpurchased stock, holding onto some items
Stonks.
more than a decade after he
Goblin
was employed.
rolling.
His
Wait, so
tenure
Chris-
ended in
Christian has
August
knives?
when his boss left the Charlottesville area.
I guess so.
So he's British.
In August, the newly formed band, Christian and the Hedgehog
Oh,
Boys,
thank
released
you.
their
I
debut
worked
album.
very hard for that.
The band, which was led by Christian and also featured Sonic, Sonichu, Shadow the Hedgehog,
Dang,
and
Shadow
Black
looking
Sonichu,
thick
I'm
over
gonna
there.
lie.
only existed in
I'm
Christian's
gonna
head.
lie, Chris looks a bit out of
The
place
album
here.
entirely
Look, there's a
consisted
shadow
of Christian
Amy.
singing melody-free vocals with original lyrics over existing songs being
Is it two
played in
shadows
the
or is that-
background.
That is
His
two.
songs
It's a
covered
female
a range
one.
of topics.
Why
such
does the
as
female one
search
have
for
a
love
crop top
in
on? That
Sony
it's
the
like,
Cute Girl, based on I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys.
Tell me why I'm
He's
stuck
singing.
as a virgin with rain.
Autism in AUTISM, sung
Bro, I
over the
respect
Backstreet
that.
Boys, Larger Than Life,
What the heck?
ISM, what does it mean?
and his Spanish skills in the Ricky Martin adaptation La Cocina en la Casa de Casanova.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll try to speak a little bit louder. Is that better?
I know, Mika, this is absolute vibe. But
Maybe I have to turn down the volume a bit.
Later that year, Chris wrote another poem, Sonichu's Ode
Okay,
to
I'll try to
Rosechu,
do better.
an attempt at depicting the romantic ties binding Sonichu and Rosechu.
Oh my goodness,
Rosechu.
it's
Oh,
Bunny.
You are as beautiful
Hi,
as a
Bunny.
rose, though a zap
We're
bud
watching
Hello, Bunny.
Cringe.
heals your woes.
we are.
He once
Says, what
again
am I
reinstates his
listening to?
idealized views on
Yes,
relationships
Bunny, do
between
yourself a
men and
favor
women.
and block your ears,
If I
okay?
evolve into your knight, I will protect you with my lance.
Otherwise, next time
Speed
we'll,
makes
me
no
and Finn will
difference.
introduce you to
Though
this.
you are slower
Welcome
than
back,
I, you
IDK.
dance in the field with such grace and style. Sigh. The
No,
poem
this is really
closes with
sweet,
possibly the
Goblin.
first utterance of a variant of Christian's commonly used term, sweetheart.
We need a
Rosie,
fluffy
as often as
megaphone.
birds tweet, will you be my lovely heart sweet?
Aww.
In October of 2003, Christian reunited with his
Oh,
childhood friend,
by the way, Bunny, we're
Sarah,
watching
for her
CHRISTORY.
birthday. For the special occasion, he made her a present. A hand-drawn
What's
comic
this
book
favor?
detailing the complete history of their life together, entitled Chris
Aw.
plus Sarah's Life Shares. It is from this work
See,
of
like-
literature that the
Why are
majority
these
of their
chibis
interactions
so
with
cute,
each other has
though?
come to be known,
Currently, it's like a
including
love-hate
Sarah's
relationship
childhood
with
bullying,
this
It is
guy.
which
very
even
acceptable.
21-year-old Chris completely neglects.
I think when we get later
Like
on
most
into
of
it,
his
it's gonna
creative
be
attempts,
worse.
it is self-centered.
It
And you're gonna
does.
hate
his
him more than love
accomplishments
him.
concerning Sonichu.
But he
also
seems
talks about her
sweet.
personal life, including her
Well-
relationship
Are you
with
sure
his
about that? He was
wife.
racist earlier.
Okay, maybe not, but in some parts.
Sarah has been with her boyfriend, Wes Isley, a magician who does parties. He closes the book with hope for the future.
Wait, who is
A
that?
special note from Christian to Sarah. I hope that we can hang together
IDK,
sometime.
I don't think I
but
should
for
be
now
shouting
and
out until
forever,
I see the
we will always
person's
be
channel.
good
So
friends.
if you
So
want
what
to
is
come
this
back
video
for
about?
To return
next
the
stream,
sentiment,
and
Sarah
I
decided to
Galaxy,
spend
you're
I'll,
asking
Christmas
the
I'll
wrong
view her
person.
channel
listeners,
afterwards,
which
okay?
delighted
Okay,
Chris.
let me tell you what happened in Galaxy. Finn broke down my door,
Nintendo.
held me at gunpoint,
On
was
November
like, you're gonna
22nd,
watch Chris chat.
2003,
And now
Christian
I'm here.
filmed a documentary of his activities in the game Animal Crossing on
Oh,
the
thank you for
Nintendo
the honestly,
GameCube,
thank you,
which he
Goblin,
then
for being
sent
here.
to
It really means a
Nintendo
lot
for
to me.
consideration.
Okay,
And I hope the
Goblin, have a
grocery,
safe
I hope the
trip.
grocery
Of two
shopping goes well.
self-made towns, Quickville and Quick City.
I do. Do you love it?
Since the
Get
documentary
some tea, by
features
the
a
way.
video game
Tea's very
player
good.
narrating his activities while playing a
Normal day in
game,
Ohio
this
would be like,
possibly makes
basically,
Chris the first ever
No, I
Let's
believe
Player
you,
in the modern
IDK.
understanding of the word.
Hello, Nintendo.
It's just something that, like,
Welcome to my Animal
I
Crossing
shouldn't
for
do
Nintendo GameCube.
right now.
I
You
am
know
your
what I
host.
mean?
My name is Christian Weston Chandler. I live in Ruckersville, Virginia. And I is 21
What's
years
up, Phil?
old. And I play because I'm young at heart.
IDK wants me to shout
So
at a
anyway, we're
streamer
gonna
I
take a
haven't,
tour
like, viewed
of my
yet.
city.
Like everything he
Yeah,
produces, it
don't do that.
includes Sonichu.
So anyway, stepping out
Okay.
is my character, Sonichu. He's wearing the clothes with the
Wait, is
character
this the first
on it.
Let's Play?
Like I said, you might remember his face. There's his actual face. You remember the rest of his body, you see the whole picture.
Chris performs a spontaneous rendition of Yellow is a Mellow Color off the Sonic and the Hedgehog Boys album.
Yellow is a mellow color. Yes, it is. It's a mellow color.
It's a fine mustache. My other model has a pink one, just like Markiplier.
I'll have you know, my
He also
mustache
treats
is
the
about
audience
to
with a
say.
performance
Yeah,
of
you should
Sony,
see
a cute
Baxy's
girl.
Tell me
mustaches.
why I'm stuck
You wouldn't be able
as
to
a
handle it, let's be
virgin
real.
with rage. Tell me
Oh, he
why
keeps going
I
about how
don't
he's a
need
virgin,
cute
come on.
girl my age. Tell
It's
me
gonna be
why
like that.
I never
It's
wanna
literally
hear
his
you
whole
say,
documentary, honestly.
I have a
Is he still a virgin and in prison? I mean, he won't be for that much longer, especially if
No,
he's in
he's
prison.
not
He
anymore,
previews the
sadly.
in-game diary that he keeps.
As
And
for
it's
a
bad
monthly journal
why.
entry here in November.
Oh, good. Ah,
Yeah, I try to get a
the
girlfriend
whole
because
prison thing
I don't
makes
have a
sense now.
girlfriend.
I see.
But I made up a
Baxy,
poem.
don't ask
Let you
that.
guys
That's
read
the
it.
toy
Yeah, I know. I'm not asking you. I already know now. I understand.
Catitude,
Down
it's
a little
even
bit,
more
just to go
worse
along.
than that.
Ah,
It's a very good
So,
poem
funny.
because
why you
I am
bullying
an
me?
artist as well as a poet. I make a rhyme every time.
He proceeds to give a tour of his bedroom.
This is my bedroom. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? Because I like to make things fun since you know I'm young at heart.
It's okay. We won't
As
be
he
seeing
unwittingly
that until,
transfers his
like,
hoarding habits into
around
a
the
virtual
very
environment.
later
His
His bedroom in
episodes.
Animal
episode.
Crossing closely replicates his real-life counterpart. Chris goes outside and comes across
Well,
several
of course, there's a
characters who
cooldown
all seem to run
because
back
I
in
don't know what
Junior,
time.
the
episode
little
it is. I
skinny
don't
kid
even
mod,
know if
kept-
the most current
kept
episode
spamming it and
is
beating
about
me
it.
up.
No, it's from the start. Oop,
Don't sue me.
here's
I
one
don't.
again.
I mean, you can sue me for all my
There's
money. I
Ashley.
literally have like
He
£2
just went
in my
in.
bank account right now.
But
so,
don't worry,
you
we're
know.
not going to be hitting
There's
that
Elmer.
episode for a very long
He
time.
just went in.
He then travels
We'll
to
hit
his
part
house
of it
on
before we hit
Quickville
that episode.
Island
It's fun.
to reveal that he mostly uses the
Get into
property for
spam.
extra
No.
storage.
I use
How
mine
many
as
points do you? I
storage
bet you
for
don't
the,
have that many
Yeah,
points.
that's why I
Sure.
set the
don't have
stream
room
for
for
18 plus, because like unfortunately this man
Yeah, I got a bunch.
has done a lot of
He
bad
reasserts his
things.
brand loyalty for
And a
Nintendo
lot of
and
bad things
decries
have
their
happened to him
competitors.
too.
Speaking of
Oh yeah, I
which,
actually got
this
live
is
TD
Sonic
now, by the
Heroes
way,
shipping
buddy.
Nintendo GameCube exclusive
I'm part of the
because
gang.
Xbox and PlayStation
Yeah.
2, my opinion is the same as yours. They both.
He actually
Okay,
escaped prison,
I'll
did
see
he?
you later, Mugsky.
Yeah, I
Thank
do
you
not
for
even
coming with
own
No
the
it.
way,
I
escape.
raid.
want
No
them.
way, he
And the
escaped
follows.
prison.
follows. You're so
PS1 as
kind.
But if you want to know my game systems, I had my GameCube for about almost a year and a half.
I
now.
refuse to
Got
believe
on
he escaped
May
prison.
31st, 2002. I
Oh,
got
thank
your
you, buddy.
SNES, Nintendo 64,
I was using a 3D model and then
NES.
people said it looked weird,
I
so I
got the
stopped using
Genesis
it.
301 with the original Genesis,
they?
32X, and
But
Sega
I think it's
CD,
it was a
as well as
realistic
Sega
like aspect of
Dreamcast,
it. I think people
and
didn't
the
really
Sega
like.
Saturn.
Oh, I thought you liked it
So I
though,
got
for that
mostly
Oh
reason.
no,
all
I
of
did,
them.
I did.
I've been a Sonic
I
fan
liked it.
forever, and that's why I'm glad
But
that
obviously,
Sonic came to
when it comes
Nintendo.
down to it,
He
I'm not
mentions that
looking
he
at my
likes to
model.
keep his surroundings clean by picking
Oh,
weeds.
okay.
Oh, will you look at this?
I don't
There's
see a
weeds.
red model, so we're
I
going
pick
for
weeds,
purple in
keep
this
my
model.
town clean, as well as
I
Quick
think
See.
this is
He
the
also
secret.
likes to keep active.
Another weed. Why
Exactly,
do you
it's
know about
impossible. There's
that?
no way he's getting out. He's staying
I
there.
usually like to run.
Oh,
it
that's
keeps,
the wrong
keeps
outfit.
me going faster. By the way,
He introduces the viewers to his
Oops.
character, Crystal.
anyway, this is Crystal. She's wearing the Rose Chew look.
The rose
This is
chew
backwards
look.
on the door. I've got a Sonic Rose Chew's mug right here.
Near the end,
Oh,
Chris
what is
proclaims
that?
that he is high-functioning autistic.
I know, isn't it crazy, guys? This is literally the first Let's Play on the internet.
What game is this?
It's on him.
Two red eyes.
That is
I will
not a
tell
game,
you.
Finn. What game is this, Finn?
Got that?
This is Animal
I've made
Crossing.
high-functionally
No,
autism
what?
because
Yeah.
that's who I am. I'm
Well, like the
functionally
old one.
autistic.
Yeah, the original on the
I mean,
GameCube.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Autism,
honest
but
with
since
you
I'm
because
high
I never used to play
I do
Zelda
all-
games. I
can
didn't
do a
think
lot
there
of
was an
things.
old
I
Animal
mean,
Crossing.
otherwise, I
wouldn't even
Yeah,
choose
no, this looks like
documentary
really
movies
high
right
quality too, to be honest.
The only Animal Crossing I do was
But
like the one on
anyway,
the, like the
for
Nintendo
the
Switch,
submission of Nintendo Power,
like the new one.
Oh my gosh,
this
that's
has been a
literally the newest one.
documentary
Yeah,
narrated
exactly. I
by
never knew there was
Christian
ones before
Weston
that.
Chandler. Thank you very much, and I hope that you will
I
consider
haven't
this
actually
for
played
publication.
Animal Crossing
Bye now.
before.
Yeah, I never owned a I never owned a GameCube.
I had a GameCube, I just never owned it
I
either.
had like, see,
with a
like
New
my
Year's
dad or
resolution
my parents
to
were both
find a
gamers. They
girlfriend.
had like some really old
On
consoles.
January 3rd, he drew a
Um,
Sonichu comic strip,
Can't remember
which
what it was.
also
I think
featured
it might have been a
Roschu and
Nintendo
Black
64,
Sonichu.
maybe.
This was the first
It was
time
like
he
it was one of
included
those like
his
cartridge
characters
ones.
in
I
an
can't remember
illustrated
the name
storytelling
of it.
setting. On the 6th,
Animal
he went to
Crossing
get
is
an
really
eye
about
exam.
buying debts.
The optometrist in question
How many
happened
of
to
you
be
guys
Dr.
want to
No,
play
isn't it
it?
just real life?
Chris's brother from Bob's first marriage, who informed him
I
for
was
the first
addicted to
time
The
that he
Sims,
had an 8-year-old niece
though,
named
like the little My
Savannah.
Sims, which is basically
On
Animal
January
Crossing.
18th, he wrote Hard Love Quest, a poem
Adrian
concerning
is
his
back with
difficulties
the
in finding a
hydrate.
boyfriend-free girl. Without girlfriend love,
Okay.
he feels an older age, as he
He
is
was talking
still
about
stuck
girls
as a
again.
virgin with rage.
Everybody
He searched
spit
low
on
and high
him.
to the
Virgin
end.
and
The
the
only
Virgin comes
delay
up,
is the
obviously.
fear of being already beaten by a boyfriend. On January
Thank
31st,
hobo.
Christian wrote
Wow.
in his diary, "Well, it's the end of another
And
month, and I still don't have a girlfind.
I need to find out. I'm gonna
Maybe
try
my
find out what
latest
this is.
idea,
Is
the
this show
Sonichu's
up now?
News Dash
Oh, I
newsletter,
haven't
will make the
really
latest
played
thing
any of
notice of
those
me."
either. Aren't they only
The
for like
newsletter in question was an
PlayStation?
outlet for Christian's creative ideas concerning Sonichu and his poetry. Issue 1 featured a couple of skits starring Sonichu, the poem
See, I
Satisfied
always had
with the World, and a
Microsoft
personal
stuff
ad
and
for himself,
Nintendo.
which was not unlike his attraction sign.
I think we had
Christian is a
Nintendo
very
64.
shy and very thoughtful
Dang,
person,
Baxy,
and
you
will
got
only
the good
accept
stuff.
person-to-person encounters.
But
When
the one
getting
I'm on
his
about wasn't
attention,
Nintendo
approach
64. I
and
don't know
say
what it
hi
was.
to him. Do not
like-
flirt
That's
from a
true,
distance.
hobo.
He will not be able
It
to
had like
notice.
this like zombie
To
shooting
find
game
Christian,
where you'd have like these
he'll be wearing
guns.
the Sonichu
Like
medallion.
you know when you go into an
In
arcade, you
addition
get
to
like the
posting a
guns.
digital copy
and you
onto
like
his
point it at the
website,
screen.
he
Yes.
distributed printed copies
Yeah,
of
we
the
had, like,
newsletter
a
around
cartridge game
PVCC
with that on it.
campus as an alternative to his attraction sign.
And it had
This
Time
must have
Crisis
caught
as
the
well,
attention
I
of
think.
Mary Lee Walsh,
Huh?
who issued a cease and desist
Time
order.
Crisis.
In an email
Oh.
dated
It's
February
like a video
1st,
game,
Chris tried
Time
to
Crisis.
settle out of court. "Mary, I've slept on it, and I've realized that note hanging is not the way to get attention.
Oh,
And
it's
I
only
don't
original
really want to
PlayStation, I
meet
think.
with either you nor
Okay,
Susan.
maybe it wasn't
No
Time
offense.
Time Crisis.
I'll tell you what, let's forget the meeting,
It
and
was
if you
Time
will
Crisis.
allow my newsletter to stay in distribution, I will do all of the following. I
It
will
wasn't
never hang
towards you,
notes on
buddy.
the
It
wall
was towards
again.
air.
I'll consider stopping my silent treatment on Susan. I'll consider knocking you
Wait,
and Susan
moo.
up my scale of respect,
How's
each
it
by
been?
2 points.
Is that towards
0 equals no
me?
respect.
Oh my
10
gosh, welcome
equals
back,
respect.
Evie.
Walsh replied and insisted that they meet the following week.
Oh well,
On
thank you,
February
Galaxy. I was
9th,
just
Christian
highlighting
recounted
anyway.
the events of that meeting. Mary
Deserved.
Lee Walsh made it illegal to
So that we don't
distribute
work
the news
anymore.
dash.
The fact
I
that
am
you
very
won't even let
angry
me
at that
hydrate you.
XXXX. In response, I plan to incite the masses and hope they
Thank you for the
demand
note.
the return
Really
of the
appreciate
news
that.
dash, so my chances
get a
of getting a
bottle of water.
girlfriend can be restored.
No.
The
I have
chance
also
of him
declared
getting a
war on them
girlfriend.
as well. It was allegedly during this meeting where he performed his Curse Yehameha attack, which
Okay.
consisted of
Have a
Chris
good
mimicking
night's
the
rest,
hand motion
IDK.
of an attack move from the anime series Dragon Ball Z and cursing people into experiencing bad luck. However, it is not certain whether he was inspired by the original occurrence of the Kamehameha or its parody featured in another anime, Excel Saga, to which Chris has definitely been exposed.
No, this is true.
In March, Chris
Deserved.
claimed that the kerfuffle concerning Walsh got his parents upset too. That
Okay, bye-bye, Bunny. I'll see you later.
Mary
Have a
Lee
good
Walsh
stream.
got on my
Bye
and my
bye. Have a
parents'
nice stream.
nerves.
I'll be sure to pop by.
All I'd been doing was trying to get a girlfriend. Is that too much to ask?
Thanks for the
I am
hit.
very devastated due to my
Why do
shattered
you
heart
thank them
that
for that?
XXXXX caused
Did it
unto
with
me.
love.
My life sucks.
Hey, no, that's my thing. You can't
Completely
do that.
disregarding her demands,
I always
he
say that when I
published
throw
issue
stuff at
3
Kappa.
of Sonichu's News Dash, with most of the
Ooh.
content themes
You
remaining
got room for my
unaltered.
water bottle.
Wait,
Actually,
However,
guys,
dude,
look
his
at the
requirements for a
format of this
boyfriend-free girl
old
were tweaked a
website.
little bit. He
It's
was
so
now looking for
colorful.
18 to
I don't know what you
22-year-olds,
expected.
since he had just turned
I
22
know, but it's just so
himself.
shocking to see it.
In May of 2004, Nintendo Power magazine
Hey, Finn,
published
is it
an
alright if you pause
article
it for a second
highlighting
so I can
Christian's
go
Animal
refill my
Crossing
water
video.
Wait, can you
go
say that again?
to the toilet. I'm gonna go to the toilet and refill my water.
Oh yeah, yeah, go for it. Then I'll just
I'll
play
be back.
nice
I'll
little
be
music.
back in like legit like like a minute max.
All right.
All right.
Bye bye. So
Just-
what?
I'll be back in a sec.
What's everybody thinking about the documentary so far? You're not Yeah, it's definitely Death Note energy. It's cursed, but it's entertaining, right? Like it's so bad, but you just want to keep watching it. You should. Okay, like every time he says he's looking for a girlfriend, you should take a shot. Feel like when he got arrested, my friend group in real life, we were like laughing that we need to go watch the documentary together, and we made it to episode 13, and each episode we're like, oh, whoops, hold on, mucus. Alright, anyway, so every episode we're like, oh gosh, it just keeps getting worse, and we kept making jokes about like this is the beginning of how it all ends. Yeah, don't worry, Air. I don't blame you. Holy heck, do you want to drink to death? You know, you gotta take those tiny sips like me. Wait, he does the racist stuff a lot? I don't remember him doing it that much. Tiny sips for a tiny person is big sip, okay?
I came back to racist stuff. What's going on?
Yeah, because like, unfortunately, he does say those things.
I mean, yeah, it's readily apparent from what we've seen.
Yeah. We'll never escape the dimensional merge. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, later on, Christian starts to think he's a god and there's some sort of dimensional merge
He
with
is a
the
god.
Sonic True World.
He is a god.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Alright. You ready for this? He is a god.
I was born ready.
Referring
Oops.
to Chris only as Sonichu. Simply amazing. There's no other way to describe what we've received from Sonichu of Quickville, a full video documentary that walked us through his daily life. His opulent manor contained every manner of furniture. Quickville's landscape was filled to the bursting point with all the animals who'd
This is some
moved to
good
his
background
well-tended
music.
town. And Sonichu has customized everything
So,
about his town.
Gmod fucking
Even many villagers
elevator
have
music.
followed his bold
have a good
trends,
journey then,
wearing the
Kage.
patterns he has
I
created.
hope they have fun.
This apparently got the attention of PVCC's newspaper, The Forum, which featured Christian and Sonichu in an exclusive report.
Wait, character? I didn't even know
PVCC
that was a
student
thing.
Christian Chandler has dedicated many hours to his pastime.
We're
He is
just
the
doing
creator
screen
of
share right
Sonichu,
now.
the electric hedgehog Pokemon. Like Sonic, Sonichu can run at high speeds. During Supersonic's battle against the perfect Chaos Monster, Sonic Adventure DX for GameCube, Supersonic was spat out by the monster and collided with a bystanding Pikachu, Chandler explained. According to the story, the power from the Chaos Emeralds transformed Pikachu into Sonichu. Chandler and the world he created for Sonichu
then
were
Sonichu
featured
isn't
in the
Sonic.
May 2004 issue of
It's
Nintendo
Pikachu.
Power. The place is
Shut
called
up.
Quickville. The Quick prefix are his initials, Christian Weston Chandler.
If Chris says it's
Nintendo
something,
Power
it's
was
something,
apparently
okay? He's a
impressed with
god.
Chandler's work.
Allow it.
During all
that's
this
so
rigmarole,
interesting.
He continued to publish his
Does that
news
help with
dash,
lag?
but he updated his personal contact information to include a link to his Match.com profile, which he created to aid in his love quest. It was also
His
around
love
this time
quest?
that he opened a MySpace
Wait a
account.
minute, Match.com, is that
I
like
enjoy drawing, listening
new
to music,
as well?
playing video
right?
games, and TCG.
I think.
I also like anime,
Because we
Legos,
did a study
and
about
I
that
love
in
my parents.
fucking
I
media
also enjoy
not
web
so long
design.
ago.
He
Oh.
proceeds to list all the gaming consoles in his possession, finishing with the Pokemon catchphrase, "Gotta catch 'em
I'm
all."
curious now.
Interestingly, he listed his occupation as student/cartoonist. He explores his
Yeah,
most
nice
desperate
to call.
desires in his blurb.
Oh,
I
maybe
am a
this
bit
is like
shy,
the UK
but I
thing.
would
Okay,
enjoy the
never mind.
company of a beautiful girl.
I feel
who
like
likes
he'd
some
be
of the things
slower
I do.
because he's
I
originally
also
a
like
Pikachu.
to have fun when I can, and I don't really like to be alone.
See,
I graduated from
I
high
just wouldn't
school
look
on the
that
honor
much
roll,
into it.
and I'm doing very well at PVCC. A lot of men make false
Oh,
promises
okay.
to their
See, I don't have
girlfriends,
Discord
but I am
Nitro.
totally
I can't
different.
afford it.
When it comes to what I can offer, I can
then again,
seriously
I'm
promise
complaining about me
care,
being poor,
respect,
but that's where my money
empathy,
goes.
and love. I think
Discord
that
not
I
most
thrown
mean,
males
away.
deserve the
Nitro
world,
is really
and I would do
great.
my best to give it to them. In May 2004, he attended the Anime Mid-Atlantic Convention for the first time, where he met notable voice actress Monica Rial. She also sings opera very nicely, and she is a very nice, fun, and sweet person to hang around with.
I'll be honest, I
She
don't
sure
know who
made
that
my
person
day a
is.
sweet one.
Oh,
In
do I?
Sonichu's News Dash, issue 5, he introduces 3 new Sonichu characters. Christian Sonichu,
Don't you
based
know
on
it,
himself.
Air?
Wesley Sonichu, his quote-unquote rival, who's based on Sarah Hammer's boyfriend, Wes Isley, and Sarah Hammer Rose Chu, obviously named after Sarah herself. In June, to celebrate the 24-year wedding anniversary of his parents, Chris made them a present, a dramatic retelling of the family's life via Animal Crossing. Through this videographic endeavor, he delves deep into the family's history.
Hi, Mom and Dad. How are you doing? This is my little present for y'all. A little documentary for y'all. Here in Animal Crossing for Nintendo GameCube. About how y'all were and how you are now and so forth. So, take a trip back in time with me, won't you?
He posted this on the internet?
How each of you were.
I think so.
Of course, first we'll travel back in time to the time of good old Robert Franklin Chandler Jr. He was a hip youngster back in his day. Let's take a
A
look
hip
inside
youngster.
his show and see what describes him as him. He collects records.
Oh my gosh, he actually designed a room for it.
That's kind of cool.
That is.
Yeah.
Chris reveals that Bob has Cherokee ancestry.
He was born in Cherokee in Texas. Actually, he was like 1/16 Cherokee.
Does he really?
But that's why we have this totem pole here. This Chinese lion here. That's he's been to Korea for World War II, I believe it was. And he got
Like, no
Conduct
joke.
Medal of
This is
Honor.
really cute,
That's
but
what
at the
this is
same time.
He performs
He
the
just
same
kinda
type of
It's
tour
by
with
him.
Barbara.
Stuff he did.
She went to school.
Yeah. Look, it's
She
an
worked
Apple
hard.
TV.
And see this shirt here? That's her
That's
school
what
colors, blue and
It's
white.
an Apple
because,
TV behind
high
him.
school.
Oh, it's like an actual Apple.
Yeah.
Not the brand, the company.
Cheerleader. Bum bum, fist boom ba, yay yay, la la la.
Well, that's some cheerleading.
Hell yeah, she likes the get old stuff as well, so she's got a little tea set here. And we got kitchen, fridge, and stove. Here's a little fan to keep cool with.
Oh yeah, for
Food in
sure,
this little,
hobo.
pantry. And she keeps her brooms and mops in the old closet here. Although somebody brought up the mop, somebody wanted to clean up.
I feel like he had
Garbage in the
potential to
garbage
be a
can.
really good person,
And this is
but
that part.
of course that didn't
And
happen.
in some places, now,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he
very
did,
few
like,
houses
seem
nowadays
sweet
look like
Yeah.
happened in
in the
old
beginning,
days.
but
The bathroom was in the
I
same
guess it
room
just kinda
as,
goes
the
down.
kitchen. But luckily, we always remember to wash our hands with soap and water. Yeah. Anyway, that's just in the days of old. Nowadays, she
Like,
does
I
have
remember
private
hearing before his dad passed, he
Chris explains
wrote
how his
how
parents
he
first met.
is
They met
disappointed
over at
on how
Maddie's
he
pub,
raised Chris, and he realized
Yeah.
that they
Mom was
created a
just,
monster,
sitting down with her
basically.
friend. She was watching,
So he blamed
Bobby
his
sing up
parents.
here.
No.
And,
He,
well, she
Chris's
she
dad
really liked
admitted
his,
to that in a
singing,
letter before he
so,
passed.
As father
Oh,
put it, she
really?
went up
Oh,
to
Yeah.
him
I see.
and as he passed by, changed the
Did his dad pass
thermostat.
whilst he was in prison?
Yeah.
Or...
Anyway, she chased him
I
down
don't
the hall.
remember
Cool.
what year,
They cornered him.
but it definitely was a couple years before that.
And then after that, they just talked. So they just talked things out, and they got to know each other, found common things. Bob, do you take this woman to
Hobo
be
saying he
lovely red
basically
wife
goes insane
to
right
love
after
and
his
hold and
dad
cherish
passes
and to
away, though.
honor? I do. And do you,
I'm
Barbara, take this
assuming
man
it's
to be a
because
lovely
his
woman
dad
Yeah.
was
to
kind of
love
like
and
an
cherish and
anchor
to
for
honor
him,
forever?
right?
I do.
Well, I guess
I
it's
know
like
not your man and
trauma,
wife, you might kiss the bride.
so it makes sense.
Bye-bye, Twice.
After
Have a good rest
reenacting
of
their
your
wedding,
day.
Christian introduces himself into the picture.
But anyway, when first comes love, then comes marriage, then they come along with their baby carriage, and that's where I came in. Born in February 1982 was me.
He gives himself a tour of his own room
Oh, so he's like in his 20s now,
and
isn't
then
he?
returns to Bob's room.
As a little retribution for how things
What,
were,
as in,
Well,
like,
no,
right
no,
now?
no, like in the actual documentary at this point.
Yeah.
But since we don't have side by side on recording, we're gonna play.
Oh, so
Sitting Under the
Baxy,
Apple Tree.
Miyazaki is saying he passes away in 2011.
Oh, well, his dad.
Yeah.
He proceeds to let the 1942 song Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree play in full.
And that's a good point.
And there you have a nice little blast from past. And now for my mom and dad, a little something special for this video. This is my way of saying happy anniversary to y'all. Coming up next.
The video cuts to a drawing made with Mario paint, which says, "To Mom and Dad, happy anniversary. Thank you both for my birth. Love, Christian C."
That's actually kind of cute, though.
And just think about all the stuff
In
he did.
July,
I know.
Chris began going to the
know.
Charlottesville
Bastard,
Fashion
right?
Square, attraction sign in hand, to
I
seek
mustn't
out fellow
forget.
mates.
Exactly.
Evidently, his current practice did not yield
I'm
promising
sure, like,
results,
Hitler
as in
wasn't
a
a nice
diary
person,
entry
but
dated
no.
August 1st, he
That's
announced,
what everybody says.
"Well,
Like,
it's
because
another
him as a
month,
baby,
still
would
no
you kill him,
girlfriend.
right?
But I have
I
a
would
new
kill Benny
idea
Hitler. I'd
that I'm
fucking
sure
curb
will
his arms,
reel in
bro.
a girlfriend on a fateful red string."
No
The
hesitation.
idea concerning red string consisted of Christian tying a red string to a paper heart
Miyazaki,
on
what
which
is that
"Pick me
emote?
up and bring me to my owner" was written. The significance of
What?
using a red string was most likely a reference to its appearance in the anime Excel Saga, and is a well-known symbol in many Asian cultures. Christian would throw the heart at prospective partners and hope that they would pick up the heart and follow the red string leading back to him. It cannot be determined how successful this strategy could have been, because just 4 days after he
Wait. So he's going to the mall, he's throwing a red string down and hoping somebody picks it up. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Specifically a boyfriend free girlfriend.
employed the Red String of Fate, a mall security guard, which Chris referred to as a jerk-op, put an end to it.
Oh,
In August, Chris shifted focus away from Pokemon
look at
and
his
centered his
Pokemon
attention
cards.
on Yu-Gi-Oh!, a similarly themed card game. He began making his own custom cards and attended his first Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament at the game place, where he met
Virgin
Megan
with
Schroeder.
rage. Okay.
Oh my
Over
gosh,
the
she
months
looks
of
so
getting to know
depressed.
Megan, I grew fond of her. Although at that time,
She
and
does
up
not
to
want to
now,
be there.
she wasn't interested in a lovely relationship.
Yeah, I can
I
tell.
abided to her
And
wishes
he's
and
leaning
requests.
into her
I am
and
truly
she's trying
fond
to
of
lean
her.
out.
Since he and Megan had Yu-Gi-Oh! As a common interest, Christian only intensified his obsession with the game, creating more and more custom Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, with one depicting Crystal, Christian's make-believe female twin.
They're pretty
He
high
also
quality,
designed a
aren't they?
girlfriend's gift card, on which the
I mean,
illustrated
that's not the word I
girlfriend
would use,
looks
but
suspiciously
sure.
like the
Girlfriend's
sister.
gift.
On September 4th, Christian reflected on his love quest so far. While I was at the mall for the 8th week today, I realized something. Since I have been using a sign to state my being single and lonesome towards
He
an
did.
18 to 22-year-old boyfriend-free woman, I, in the event, was trying to sell myself like a new car. 2 days later, Chris's love quest was interrupted by a jerk cop. I told that jerk cop off when I pulled some of my fun cards and told my lonesome virgin story, intimidated him, and shouted no into his face. In short, today was my Independence Day, but I am still alone. On September 11th, his search for love took a turn for the worst.
Imagine seeing that
I was
in real
not
life.
bothering anyone at the mall today while I was trying to sell myself, when I got arrested for trying. I fortunately did not go to jail, but I
Ryuzaki,
have
you
been
got
stripped of my
any?
right to go to the mall by myself. I would be required to bring my mom or dad with me. My independence and my soul were practically murdered. Chris's run of misfortune climaxed when only 5 days later, the school board of PVCC suspended him for 1 year. My dad is bloodthirsty for revenge as well. He's going to write to US President George W. Bush Jr. and Laura Bush to help me get allowed back to PVCC. We all cursed to death upon that XXXXX Mary Lee Walsh. In conjunction with his suspension, he was required to take anger management classes, get a psychological evaluation, and receive social skills counseling. 10 days after the event, he lamented over his inability to go to PVCC
This is
or the
true,
mall,
hobo.
and confessed that he would be asking for a girlfriend this Christmas.
Ah, man. But they're
Despite
so
his
fun to
bans
look
from the
back
college
on,
and the fashion
Ryuzaki.
square, He decided to continue with his search for a boyfriend-free girl, but relocated to the University of Virginia's campus to do so. However, this move wasn't for long, as Christian was allowed back to the Fashion Square in November. Regardless, he went back to UVA for a different kind of engagement, in the form
that'll
of a
be up to
mandatory
Baxy, but
psychiatric
maybe next
evaluation.
What's
There
that?
are more of such
He's
documented
wondering when we might do our
examinations in
next
existence,
CHRISTOry.
but this is the only one
Oh,
so
soon,
far
let me
which
join
has been
this.
made public.
Nice.
Mr. Chandler says that since finishing high school and starting at PVCC in the year 2000,
I'll keep
he has
you
had an
updated,
increasing
okay,
interest
Hobo?
in a female companion. His attempts at this
I don't know when
ultimately led to
exactly
his
it will be,
suspension
but
from
it's gonna
college.
be soon.
His attempt took the form of a sign, which he
pretty
placed
chill.
next to
I'm
himself
actually
while
enjoying
sitting in the
it.
lobby
Yeah,
at
so am I.
Piedmont. This sign was a list of qualifications that a potential girlfriend would have. He said that he has been very frustrated by his inability to find a girlfriend, and he suffers from noviophobia. This refers to his frustration that females often tell him
Ooh,
that
okay,
they
yeah,
already
we could
have
try
a
to plan
boyfriend.
around that.
While he does
so he
have
could, like,
physical attraction
relax.
towards females, his primary frustration is with his lack of companionship. The report mentions his medical record and earlier evaluations.
It's so weird to think
He has
about what
already
years these
undergone
took place and
psychological
then how old I
evaluation by
was.
Robin Hawks at the Center of Learning Potential.
But when is this?
The
Right? Oh,
recommendation concerning
2004.
Mr. Chandler's emotional
I
status
was
is that he
one.
seek psychiatric and psychological
Jesus.
treatment. The psychologist
I
felt
think I
that
was
counseling
5.
and medication would possibly address his obsessive thought pattern and assist him with social skills. She also recommended anger management training.
Exactly.
The
Cozy
analysis
cringe
also
streams.
comments on
They're the
Christian's
best.
appearance and demeanor in the session. The patient is a mildly overweight, white male, wearing blue jeans and a shirt. He was also wearing a makeshift necklace that has a large plastic medallion in the shape of a Pokemon character's head. He also
Pokemon?
had a number of shrinky-dink decorations attached to this necklace. He had a large backpack that he carried with him, and had a notebook containing a large number of drawings. His speech was somewhat nasal, with frequent, awkward laughing during his sentences. His speech was fluent. His responses were appropriate to the questions posed to him. Overall, the volume of his speech was slightly elevated, although his tone was generally pleasant and almost jovial. His thought processes were linear and logical. He was somewhat concrete, especially regarding social
Honestly,
interactions.
it's kind of
He seemed to
satisfying
have a
when you
good
do.
insight into his limitations. The attending physician offers up his final
Sometimes
verdict.
I do like to say
Holstein's score
Pokemans
was
just for the
30 out
fun of
30,
it.
with his sentence being, "Uncle Spunky is a really funky monkey." Mr. Chandler is a 22-year-old
What?
man with a
What?
history of developmental delays and autism. Despite these limitations, he seems to have been quite successful in maximizing his academic abilities. He is left, however, with a severe degree of social awkwardness and seems to have good insight into this.
okay.
Hey,
He
it's
is left feeling somewhat
2003. Best year.
frustrated
Let's be
as
real.
he has a strong desire for
Best
companionship,
year.
although his social limitations prevent him from being able to realize this in the way which he would like. The patient doesn't seem to pose a significant threat to himself or anyone else.
I have this
After the
feeling that somebody
evaluation,
just took a bite
Chris
of my
carried on
pudding.
with life,
What?
much like before,
Who did this?
with neither him nor his
It's probably
parents
you.
making any significant
How
effort
can I
to
eat
change
the
his
thing
ways.
that's on my head?
But Christmas was soon
Oh, no.
approaching, and
Big
maybe
That's a nice
Santa
belt
would bring him a
buckle. Do you see
girlfriend
that?
like he
It's
wished,
got
who
Sonic
could
Chew
right
on
all
it.
his wrongs and change his life for the better.
We're sensing the end of the episode.
Yep, we made
Fade
it.
to black.
We did it.
Oh, actually, I know another thing we should watch. By
What?
the way,
What? You want to watch one
some
more
point.
thing?
No, it's quite long. But save it for another time. It's called Full Force. It's by
I see.
iDubbbz. It's so good.
Oh, I don't think I've
I've
heard of
watched it.
that.
Have you not? Well, I need to educate you on that at some point then, don't I?
All right, bet.
It's so good. Honestly, I've watched it like 6 times.
Mm.
No, I don't want to stop. I know, I'm sorry, but it's late. Well, for
It was
me.
a fine stream. Thank you, everybody, for showing
Yes,
up.
I actually had a really great time.
Who should we rate today?
We do a joint raid, or
Yeah, let's do it.
we could give it to Bunny.
Is Bunny live right now?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. I mean, she just got back into streaming after her tests, right?
After what the exam?
Yeah, her college test. She's been like busy all week studying, from what I heard.
Well, yeah, do you want to raid Bunny? I'm down.
Oh, what's the raid message do you think we should do?
double floof raid maybe, something like that.
Yeah, that's simple enough.
Yeah, put it in my chat as well, would you? Because I'm lazy.
Let me type it. Wait. X Games says wait before we raid. Yeah, I liked it, especially with everybody talking. It's very homely.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that actually. Thank you for being here, Sam. I really appreciate it.
Your raid
honestly.
Shadow Legends ad, alright, bet.
We're gonna get banned.
Yes, all the new Christorians in the. Okay, so double floof raid. Let me type that out.
Just put some Finn style on it. Use that
pudding,
big old
with
brain of
pudding.
yours. With pudding. There we go. Well, we do both have pudding, so.
Yeah, but mine's better.
No, mine is. Mine's got like 2 little rainbow mustaches as like appetizers.
Ew.
Thank you for being here, Annie. Honestly,
It's
it's
hairy
a gem.
then.
You're a gem. Shut up. It's so nice. I know Finn uses light mode for everything, and it pisses me off. Finn,
I'm proud
show
of
them your
it.
Discord. Show them your Discord.
All right. Here you
Finn
go.
uses light mode Discord is
This
out of order. Absolutely
is my
disgusting.
Discord, everybody. Are you proud of what
We
you're
can't see
seeing
it.
right here? This
I can't see
is
it, but
too
just
bright.
pretend it's in light mode because it is. It sucks. There we go. There we go. We got Annie.
Unfollowed. Jeez. Bye-bye.
I told you, Finn. I told you, Finn.
All right. I'm gonna set
Alright.
bitch ban Finzy. Alright. Don't
Should
report
we,
me for the light mode. It's not my fault.
let's cancel
I was
Finn.
born to like it.
We're cancelling Finn.
You better make that Twitter post.
Okay, so this is the raid message, and you already put it, but it's there again. We're gonna be raiding Bunny because Bunny is amazing, and it's her first stream back in a while.
I'm sorry, guys. I like to torture myself with light mode. Oh, wait. I forget. I should probably turn on her stream.
You probably should.
Alright. I'll see you all.
I'll see you lovely lot over there. Thank you for the stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye.